what's good, gang? How was your week? Hopefully good. Start the game. There we go. Chat, pulling that up. Already did. Lovely. Turn that away. That's good. That's good. Good stuff. All right. Everything looks good. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, how are thee? What do we gotta be saying before I can see the chat? Because my old chat doesn't show the news chat. Chat. Hello. See you all in half an hour, says Lone. This MF grin, says Cat. Got it. You guys are always so weird in the first opening bit when we're just hanging out till the thing. By the way, we most likely will also play Marvel Rivals in between these 2 days where it says Withering and Zenless, because I've been kind of getting, it comes in waves for me. Like, I'm like, ooh, I'm really interested in it, and then I get my ass handed to me 10 times.
Cheese.
What's good,
Lone
Light?
Syndicate said, GRINN, you traitor. I thought we weren't wishing until Zani.
What do you mean? I told you I was going for what's his name. I said that. For sure we're going for what's his name. Yeah, we're definitely going for BRANT. Again, I tell you what, I love Zani. And again, I hope we're not going to go all out on BRANT, is what I was probably saying, because I want to save some for Zani. But I ain't just going for Zani. I'll be like 2 months before I can play a video game.
Gnawing
now.
Fetus said, Grin, did you get good?
Did I get good? I don't know. I did not get good. This is, I gotta tell you guys. So here's my plan for next week. My plan is to pick 3 characters, play the shit out of those characters for the whole week, and see if we can, quote unquote, get good in Marvel Rivals. Eventually, actually even dabbling, I'll probably do it off camera too, into ranked. But yes, that is something I think we'll do next week for our whole week of streaming. This also makes sense because this kind of game is popping, and yeah, it's probably made more sense the week that we did the Skyrim thing, because that was one that was like a new update and all that shit was happening. But still, why can't there's Withering Waves so quiet? Put her about 52. All right. Groovin'. Ladies and gentlemen, by the by, perhaps yesterday, 3 days from now, 5 days ago.
Lone Syndicate said you said you were gonna wish for the Havoc buffer. I don't remember you saying anything about BRANT. Maybe you did, and I wasn't listening.
No, what do you call it? I'm not gonna get the Havoc buffer. So my base. I was trying to hopefully I maybe say this properly, but there were options that like this other girl can provide some Havoc buffs, but she kind of is just a Havoc DPS that can kind of give a marginal buff. BRANT is the other thing. Like regardless of what happened, I was going for BRANT likely, unless he was something I didn't want entirely. But I have like Chang Li, so I have 2 favorite characters in this game. Chang Li. It's just Chang Li. Honestly, I see Camilla. She's fun gameplay. She's good damage, but she's not. I don't like her as a person or like as a character thing. But BRANT gives basically a shit ton of bonuses, not only to Chang Li but to everybody else. He gives like a shit ton of healing. He has overshield. He does a shit ton of damage. His attacks look awesome, and he happens to be a dude character, which is rare in general. And I actually quite like playing fantasy games as a dude, especially if I'm walking around, and then having like female companions, etc. Those kind of things. You guys gotta see that when we were streaming, Skyrim. But, what I was gonna say, before we get to it in the weeds...
Light said Phoebe is amazing and is my pulling plan, and I'm saving everything
Phoebe
for her.
also looks great. If you have any light characters, you're grooving. I think I'm gonna basically... I want to get BRANT and his weapon, hopefully. Because I think he'll complete my Chang Li team, and he just seems like a good support character at this point. And again, whenever there is going to be another fire character coming down the line that hopefully is like a raw dog DPS going for it, that'll be huge. And then I think I'm going to take a loss on what's her name? I can't think. I'm sorry. I can't think of her name. The cool horn lady. When I say take a loss, I just mean I don't have any like very many. I hope she's just like a DPS, like a selfish DPS that just goes for it, because she has a shield. We know that. At least I think we know that. Yeah, no, we definitely know. There's leak footage for sure. Yeah. I just hope that she can kind of function. But when I say like she's gonna be weak, it's because I don't have any like light enhancing characters. You know what I mean? So yeah. What was I gonna say? By the by, again, either today, yesterday, 4 days ago, 2 days in the future, pocket dimension, 5 days to the side, whatever you want to call it. I am now 28. Hot damn, disgusting. I hate myself. But guess what? I guess I'll show you guys. Check this out. I got myself a birthday gift, kind of. God damn it! Fuck, that's really in there. I got myself this fucking microscopic mouse. I can't show you my other one.
Catman 11,234 said happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. But check
Lone
this shit
Syndicate
out.
said, wait, there's Zani gameplay in the Dreams Grin, also happy birth month Grin.
Wait, what?
Ignoring Fetus said happy birthday, ya youngin.
There's not Zani gameplay in the thing. What do you mean? No. Are we talking about the same game? I'm talking about the horn girl. The horn girl with the tie? There's no gameplay of her. I would have seen that for sure. Maybe Zani is like the a purple-haired lady? But anyways, check out this little tiny baby mouse for my little baby hand. It actually feels awesome. I actually have a mouse that's my size finally, which is sad, but you know. But it's also my first wireless mouse.
Light said we need Phoebe gameplay.
People are all up in this. Yeah, we'll definitely play Phoebe for sure. We'll also play what's that? What Yao something in Zenless as well. We'll also play her and see what that's all about. Is it wireless? Okay, I wanted to ask you guys this because I don't know anything about mice. What DPI is your speed? But why can I hit a button and it changes from green, red, blue? What does that mean? Maybe I should look in the instruction manual. I put it all back in the box and now it's so deep in there that I don't want to fucking get it out again. There's also B and then G here. I don't know what that means. We got RPT. What does RPT mean? And why can't this? How do I turn on the the fact that I could use it? Oh, that's what it is. Oh, hot diggity. What does B mean then?
Ignoring Fetus said it changes your DPI settings. Red is probably the fastest.
Okay, so that doesn't do anything. So we gotta go green. Got it. So if I hit DPI dat, it's purple now. That's fast. Oh, fuck off. That's okay. I hope, was mine blue? Oh, fuck me. Was mine, that feels better. Mine was I think cyan. What does RPD mean? RPT, sorry, not D. I don't know what that means. Sorry. Sorry, hey, hi guys, how's your work, by the way? We are going to be playing.
Light said I'm pulling Astra Yao and hoping for Bernice rerun.
Yeah, man, Bernice would be probably one of the only characters ever which I'd ever consider getting a rerun character of her again because.
Lone Syndicate said Wooer update got my Carlotta to level 60 and her weapon is level 80 and she rocking level 4 skills across the board.
Oh, nice. Nice, Lone. But you need to pump those numbers
Would you
up.
like a fun
You need to get that weapon up to
game
90.
between
You
the
need to get
two
those
of
artifacts
us?
perfect. You need to get the new artifact set. This bad boy, which is a nightmare equivalent, which gives you base havoc, basic attack
Gnawing
damage,
Fetus
and
said
damage.
rate of something or other most likely. What are the options for RDP?
It just says RDP on this one of these buttons. It says RPT, and it just changes colors every time I press it. Whatever that means. Also, I wish I had an indicator to see how much battery was in it, because it does say it could last 24 hours, but I don't know when it's fully charged. Anyways, but if you get one of these, Lone, you may think that looks like the same thing that was already in Zen. Let's check this out. Bah, done, done. Bah, again, done. We got 3 activations of that bad boy. Bang, done. That's also a lot of damage that it activates. I also think it shreds havoc resistance to people, so it is.
Lone Syndicate said ZZZ update got about 118 pulls ready for Yao on her engine.
I don't got that much, but we have still some time to save. But I will say, whenever this damn banner comes up, which is going to be in about 6 days, I guess next Thursday is when
Nine
when
Fetus
this
said
thing.
rate pull transfer?
Maybe.
I used to know all the abbreviations, but not anymore.
Pull transfer sounds right. What would it do if I pressed it? Blue. Green. Purple. I don't think it's changing. I don't know. Does it tell me in tiny text? This says rating DC5V50M. Not a clue. Well, hopefully it's not important. It has helped my aim in Marvel Rivals, but I'm also... Okay.
Lone Syndicate said, we only got about 4 days left. Grin, also, this is the most amount of pulls I've had saved up in ZZ.
Ooh, good shit, man. Are you going for Yao as well? Did you say that? I'm fucking blindness of the mind, distance-wise. You know what I'm trying to say. Are you going for Yao? Have things changed? I thought you were saving... Why does I don't know. I think you maybe were always planning on for Yao because she's a woman. And, you know. But, what is it called?
Gnawing Fetus said probably either sup it up or nerf it down if that's what it does. Did you download the drivers for it?
No.
If so, in its control panel, it should tell you more about it.
Maybe. I didn't have any
Light
instructions.
said I'm getting pulls for Astra Yao because M4 Miyabi took everything.
Oh. Oh yeah, Light, you're wildin'. Why, so you're going for Astral with like no pulls? Why would you go for Astrid? You just like her? Yeah, I thought you were like fully going into Miyabi. But the fact you have Miyabi at like 4 pulls, 4 constellation 4, is that M4 or like M3? Probably M4 then. Jesus, that's 5 copies of a character. Golly, brutal. But that's one thing I was gonna say. I will probably wish like
Lone
2 or 3
Syndicate
times.
said, yes, I am Grin, gonna get Evelyn too, might even get Chingy. Bo Staff Girl, if I have enough money.
Damn. Go for all of it. Both Staff Girl, I hear she can also work with Evelyn. But I don't know if that's people being like, yeah, kinda, I guess. But I was gonna say, I can't buy the rest of these, and granted, I only got 1 left to buy, I suppose. But I don't have any more currency. I have 34 wishes. So I think I might throw Pebbles when what's-her-name comes here, and I probably just to get enough currency to then do it, but if we happen to get her, neat.
Light said I need Astra Yao for Miyabi team.
I need Astra for Yao team. Oh, she's that who perfects her? Interesting. I never seen any speculative things. By the way, what we are doing is we are preparing for BRANT, okay? Pirate extraordinaire, fabulous gay man with the chest bare and exposed, all that shit. Him. The reason why is because his gameplay is sick. I don't know why, guys, but something about nanowire. Oh, it's so cool to me. The idea that like you're whipping around this like light string that's like severing people in half and shit, and you're constantly in the air.
Lone Syndicate said I don't care about that I can pair her with Lighter, I just want Kingy Eye because I skipped her, and if I get her this time I'll have all the character.
Chaos, I agree. Lone, you don't have to explain it to me. You just saying you want a
Gnawing
character.
Fetus
Chaos,
said at least back in the day Razor Mice had drivers for them so you could map the custom buttons, like the side buttons.
Yeah, no.
I'd assume any mouse with customizable buttons would have drivers for it.
It could, but I think the whole gimmick...
Light said my team will be Miyabi, Astra, Yao, Bernice.
Got pause text speech. Pause text speech. Pause text speech. Not everything needs to be text speech. I can just read as it comes in, or like whatever we get to. Anyways, I think the point of this mouse is for it to be like some sort of really good gamer mouse, so it's super light. Like I've never held something this light before ever. And I think that's the gimmick, is that it's trying to cut out it on like any side, kind of like if there's a chip in there that lets you like interface. I'm sure there is, like what you're saying though, Gnawing, where like there's some sort of thing that you can just get after and like download a driver and probably have access to it. I haven't felt the need to it, but there's not that many buttons on it. It's just the forward, back, and then the click and the scroll wheel, which I'm only down 1 button, which is fine because I didn't really use that button for anything anyway. But yes. What was I gonna say? Okay, so on the topic of this game we're playing, let's get this busy work out first. We're preparing for BRANT. The reason why is because his gameplay looks awesome. He's a dude character, which is kind of a rarity. And he's like a seemingly like super solid pick regardless of if you're into fire. He's going to give you shield, he's going to give you attack. He also has a mechanic where if you build energy recharge, you're going to just build up all of his attack anyway, so like building him as a support therefore makes him a DPS, which is really cool, or like kind of a sub DPS type thing. I kind of wish he was more of a DPS, to tell you the truth, just because he's kind of like, like a pirate with a flintlock pistol. It's funny because you say like pirate, saber, and a pistol, which he does use, but he's mostly just ripping around with a nanowire, just like Cyberpunk for like Kat said, similar. More like a swing is like, it's honestly pretty Spider-Man. It's more like Spider-Man, less like pirate. Hee-ho, swing across the deck, kind of like Captain Hook. So what we're going to be doing is we're building BRANT. So BRANT, unfortunately, we can't prep for his gear because it's coming down the pipeline, which means like your resources investing it right now is probably best to just invest it all in all of his other shit, like his upgrade ascension, all that stuff. So one of the things he requires is, I believe, 30 or 46, I think is actually what it is. 46 of this damn boss's material. So we're probably going to bang this out, do some story, then switch over to Zenless, and then do that stuff, and then... if we have time, some Marvels, that would be fun. And again, you guys don't even have to play with me if you don't want to. I'm pretty bad still. I haven't had like, I keep having like I finished my day and I'm like, it's like 9 p.m. and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna eat my supper. So it's like 10 p.m. and then I watch 2 YouTube videos, or a couple of YouTube videos. It's close to 11, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I really want to play Marvels because I'm watching gameplay of it and it looks super fun, and then I'll go do it, and then I'll just have no time, basically. And I'll be like, I only really have time for like a little bit of training arena, maybe one game. I still don't feel competent with some of the characters, so I'm going to do some like training, not training, what was it called, like fighting bots, etc. All the games I have played, like, dude, you know what's fucking hilarious? Bots are more fucky than, like, people. Like, when I have quick play matches, like, a bad quick play match is, like, people who are playing on console who can't aim, and it's rough. Like, both of those combinations are tough, because internet, like, degradation, frame rate's low, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, but then when I play against bots, they fucking, like, laser wire me, so you really need to be careful about, like, getting out of dodge, and they, like, super know how to, like a flanker playing against bots is fucking impossible, because the minute that you go to hit, like, a support, the AI is like, save your support, which every, like, new player is just gonna be like, I'm gonna keep doing DPS, and the support's gonna scream in their head and be like, I can't do anything. So yeah, bots are a journey for sure, but alas. I'm not going to tell you guys the 3 characters I've chosen to do for our whole week. And you guys can't let me deviate. Maybe you can let me deviate from one, but you can't let me deviate from the others, okay? We got to lock in with these 2 and just suffer. The good news is they're not meta. No. In fact, they're all not meta. In fact, ugh. All right, let me get to one chat. Drivers, my team is going to be Maybe and Astrid Yao. Bernice, probably a solid-ass pick.
Fluffican said for my Ruga Gotoku series status update.
Right.
Finished the Kiwami Yakuza remake story and immediately jumped into Kiwami 2.
I must say, I've seen you're like
Loving
24
the game
hours.
so far. Didn't have enough time to finish 2 before today.
Modulation.
Is this loud? How loud is the game, guys? Tell me. I can't parse it together yet. We're going to attack a bunch, we're going to dodge, and we're going to dodge 3 times, because that fucker makes those things shoot out of the ground. We're going to do this. Bad idea. Dodge. This.
Like frigid death.
We're covered in ice. Pop!
I can keep going.
Dodge! It's gonna happen twice. This. This. Parry. In the air. Oh, there's shit.
Lone Syndicate said I'ma need to look up BRANT gameplay. Also, I got the rival gameplay ready for the hangout stream. Also,
Hell
Grin,
yeah,
I won't let you deviate from none of the 3 characters you picked.
Hell yeah. What do you call it? Grin, I won't let you deviate. Don't let me deviate.
Gnawing Fetus said BGM and voices is louder than normal,
Okay.
but SFX is quieter than normal.
Perfect. The SF, you mean like the voice? It like the voice quiet? Like for text to speech? Is that what you mean by BG, SF, whatever that is, SFX? Guys, oh my god. I am so sorry, man. I had the most beautiful moment ever. In all of like my entire like time of gaming in ever, I cannot describe to you guys how cool it was. It'll never translate. I think I have a moment where like if I could show you this moment, if I could invite you over to my house, slap you into VR, hit start on this moment in this VR game, holy shit! What I think you would get it immediately. You'd be like, okay. If we can get more of this, I'm locked in. And I kind of want to show it to you guys right now, but I also don't know if it will deliver. Like, again, that's what I'm worried about. I'm making a whole video about this, and I'm hoping to you guys a little sneak peek. Get a little sneak peek. I guess this, and then I'll just open up this, and then go to action, which is where I recorded it. Please load fast. There. All right, I think it's right here. Come on, load. Oh, God, I'm sorry. For whatever reason, it's not pulling up. Oh, it's because it's on the other thing. God damn it. I think it's like this. There it is. I good. All right. Why is it cropped weird? Oh, it's because I'm not actually full screened. All right. Let me try to find this moment. Okay. Sorry for deviating the conversation again, but there's this crazy moment. And I was playing this on my time because I wanted to make a video for it, and I didn't think you guys were vibing with it as much as like all the other games we play, or like Skyrim, where we can kind of make progression in one save file. So I was like, I'll play this on my time and then make a video talking about like what it does well. It could be a good video for a week, stuff like that. Sound effects, voice, and background music is louder than normal. The sound effects, i.e. sword class. Oh, I see.
Lone Syndicate said also Grin try not to go into rank until next week. That way all the Grandmaster and one above all players are out of the lower ranks.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Although I'm trying not to look at that kind of stuff like that. Like I'm not about like I don't want to look at like the whole grandmaster stuff in that game, or like the ranking thing in a way of like I want to get to this tier. I just want to get better at the character I'm trying to play. That's it. So like if I go down, it's fine because I'm just trying to learn the character and figure out where they're weak in and how to play into certain things and like what you're going to encounter when you're going up against like actual strategy of people like fucking creating like a Centurion battlefield essentially with like shields and blocking at the right time, that kind of thing. But for just a moment, guys, let me show you guys this. Also, once I find it, pause text-to-speech. Okay, so first of all, this is this boss battle where it finally culminated. Check this out, dude. Holy fucking shit, check this out.
Listen, we have the advantage.
Sorry, it's kind of loud. Get out of there. This moment, dude, so fucking cool. It looks like, I can't even imagine. And then he fucks off somewhere. I'm trying to watch him. I'm like, oh my god. I'm also trying to make it look cinematic because this is gonna be a YouTube video. Fucking wrecks those people. And then, yeah, this is not the moment. But it is a good one. We have to block our ears so that we don't die of, you know, ear bleed. He fucks off somewhere. Very cool. Fun little moment. This is like cinema. Pure cinema. Oh, shit. I was trying to see if it did it again.
Served your kingdom.
He's talking to me. He's doing lower things. What do you call it? Where's the moment? Okay, guys, this is it. So basically, it's finally the showdown of this son of a bitch, okay? This rat bastard. Bat behemoth. So I'm into it. I got a shield, I got a sword, I'm ready to fucking take on the dragon. You know what I mean? We're rocking and rolling. This part's cool. Eventually, it's cool because, like, you guys can't know it, but, like, you're basically watching this thing as he's flying around in the shadows like that, and you can hear him behind you, and it's just really clever. And then we gotta dodge the last minute to do that. Pretty cool. Eventually, we play into the mechanics of the boss, and he ends up screaming at us, and we need to break his little plates like that, so you block your ears. Pretty cute. Anyways, so that's really cool. I end up tearing him out of the sky, putting him on his ass like this, but then I see these little plates. I get confused because you have to break those. That's the mechanic later. But it turns out I have to find him like 17 more times because he gets up. If you don't hit him enough, he falls down again. Ah! Alright. Alright. Ah! Alright. This moment, guys, in all of its thing, I just want you to be able to experience. And again, this is just, I can't, maybe it doesn't translate, but it's so, it made this game like an S tier game for me.
Hold on tight.
Just enjoy it. I should get out of the frame. Also, it's got a little butthole. It got a little butthole. It is so unbelievably cool. I can't even describe to you guys how you're like, holy shit, and then you see the fucking beautiful sunset with depth, like you perceive its distance, and you're like, holy shit. And I think you gotta rip this thing off, but no, you just clip and then pull your, nope, clip, come on, and then pull yourself towards it. There we go, boom. And now we gotta break these plates, so I'm like, okay, I guess I'll do that. He starts freaking out. I can't reach those ones. I didn't see the prompt telling me to crouch, but what was really cool, oh god! The game's trying to wait for you to grab the goddamn stick. Or not, I guess it balanced out. Yeah. This right here. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god, you can't understand how fucking awesome this is. How like he's turning and you're like, fuck! Shit! And it gets, we'll jump ahead a little bit. Yeah, he starts like dive bombing below, so you're holding. It's so cool. Eventually, you tear him out of the goddamn sky. You tear him out of the goddamn sky, and it is one of the cooler moments. And like, I haven't experienced this level of like, holy shit, we're gaming in probably my entire life of games. We pull out our sword.
Lone Syndicate said, I can imagine this triggers someone's motion sickness.
No, I didn't find it did, because it feels solid, weirdly enough. And we're like falling from the sky. I keep thinking like, what do I do? Do I gotta grab him? Do I gotta use my bow? I keep grabbing the wrong thing. Of course, this doesn't make sense. I don't see the grapple. I'm like, oh fuck, am I gonna hurdle the ground? Okay, I'm panicking. I'm panicking. Pull yourself here, okay. Then where's next? This. Pull yourself here. This, we're really high up in the air. Don't worry about the specifics. Climb. There. I get my sword out. Switch around. Ah. Ah. And then The behemoth power saves us. And we crash to the ground and hear some weird lore things. I can't, guys. It's a moment in VR where, like, if I could just show you for like 1 minute, you would get it 110%. You might be like, oh, I'm feeling a little motion sick. But you would understand that, like, gaming is here. And then that's fucking this. It's so cool. It's the coolest thing ever, almost. Anyways, back to another video game. But I want to make a whole video being like, dude, and I think that moment translates. Maybe you guys will have to tell me, maybe it doesn't look as cool, but it, in, like, VR, is so impressive. And, like, is so, like, oh my god. Like, if we could just get more games like this, so good. Anyways, sorry. A bat rastard, if you will. A bat rastard. It took a while to get in my head, but it clicked. Also, GRINN, try to go right, be careful, get those people out of there. I can imagine this triggers, but I didn't actually trigger motion sickness. I have a pretty good, like understanding of motion sickness. Lone, usually when you are able to hold something, because the only thing that happens with motion sickness that makes you feel sick, is usually walking. Or running in VR. So, like, so long as your feet are planted or you're holding something, your brain perceives yourself to be anchored. So it doesn't perceive anything weird to be going on. The moment that, like, you move your character forward and your brain doesn't feel your body walk forward, there's a disconnect, and that disconnect makes you feel ill. But, like, whenever you're stationary, like, even if you're hanging off of something, your brain's still like, well, technically I'm hanging off of this, like in the video game. So, like, there's no receptor that's being challenged, I guess, because motion sickness I think comes from your perception being challenged, essentially, or, like, when it doesn't line up at all, which makes sense. Like, if you're wearing something and then you start feeling like your gravity's defying yourself, then your brain is telling you something's wrong. Like, all your sensory inputs are telling you this is not real, and yet you're feeling this way. That's why, like, when you have an ear thing, it gets weird. Vertigo and shit like that can be weird when you have, like, ear problems. Feel like you're dizzy, like your center of balance is off, that kind of thing. Let's go. We forgot our music. I like a little bit of background noise. Also, guys, the other thing I'll say about Wuthering Wasteland, the story, I think it's one of my favorite stories in, like, that I've heard in the last little bit. Like, I just really dig, like, Renacida, and all of the weirdness associated with it. Yeah, it's like it's a good ass game. Or good ass DLC. Like, again, the story, like, whoever's working on the mainstay story of this game is killing it. But yeah, the people who are doing, like, the companion quests, they miss. They can miss. They are, in fact, human. We're gonna do this a little bit, build them some stacks. Hit them with our new Echo
Lone
Nightmare.
Syndicate said still need to do the story.
It's so good. I think you're gonna love it. And I'm not even gonna use my big pop on you. I can just do it like this. I do wish that was an easier transition to all that stuff. Boom. Give me that. Lovely. Once again, I will also say that, like, this game is benefiting from the fact that I have the most broken character with the most broken luck with the most broken so on and so forth. So, like, by virtue of me having just an easy time with everything, like, there's, like, these new nightmare bosses they released. I'm kicking all their asses within, like, 2 hits. so like, I imagine if I was getting my ass handed to me, I'm like, man, fuck. Game sucks. Game's kicking my ass. You know, and I said same thing with Zenless. Zenless, like, ever since I got Maybe and she's kind of pseudo-leveled, I still got, like, the craziest crit rate on her. It just feels solid. You know what I mean? Like, it's a good time. You're not, like, struggling. We have to kill him a couple more times, but in the downtime, we can go fight this nightmare boss. Which, actually, the nightmare boss is not, they're not difficult. In fact, that dragon boss is much harder. We're gonna do one of these. This. I fucked up the timing, so we don't have as much energy. Oh, I dodged a little early there, but that's my bad. Whoop, dodge, there we go. This.
Stay behind.
Yes.
Lotus pervade.
Ah. And one more hit, then this. One of these. There we go. We do 18k on one of our casts of our thing. It's pretty good. We're gonna do this a bunch. Parry him because we're a god. Not because the game gives you an easy win like that. Oh, wow, you're alive still. Usually you die in that one pop. Oh, my chest. Isn't that just such a fire-ass way to kill him, too? You bloom. You fucking, you bloom everywhere. That reminds me, man, we got so many things that we got to play. So many things. We what do you call it? We got that one game, that Wayfire Fair, that I really want to get back into before we kind of start getting it gets too distant. But then I also
Catman
really enjoy Marvels.
11234 said, I never gotten motion sickness from gaming. I loved doing flight sims as a kid, since they were museum grades, so the cockpit you sat in would physically rotate with your controls,
Oh, that's
like
awesome.
upside down.
Damn, that's crazy.
Lone Syndicate said Nikkei update, a new Nikkei dropped this morning and got her in 5 multis with 3 other SSR.
Nice, Lone. Good shit, buddy. That's awesome. Oh, also, by the way, jeez, sorry. At some point in the last month to 7 years, it was my birthday. So, what do you call it? I'm happy to report. What do you call it? I got myself this mouse, really, really nice. But I should be okay to get like a pretty good VR headset. I know nobody cares, but it's something that like I was like, oh, if the Valve Deckard is like $800 some, I'm gonna kill myself. It's gonna be bad. But luckily, it's looking okay. Maybe not great, but okay. So yes, that is exciting at least. But again, dude, does anyone else have this where like you've been so excited for something that like you like go you go to the Reddit about that thing? You go like look into the Reddit thing. Like I know people were like gooning out of their minds about the Nintendo Switch. I imagine there's like a Reddit that's like Nintendo Switch rumors or something, like Nintendo rumors, leaks, whatever. Have you ever been like obsessed a little bit about something like that, and you go like find yourself like, oh, I'm bored. Well, I guess I go check up on that. But you consistently do it for like a month straight, and you're like, okay, I need to forget about this thing because there's no confirmation on when the fuck it's happening. You know what I mean? It's starting to get to like that with the stupid VR thing. It's not like there's not good. I don't know. There's not great others. Oh, you're back? I guess I could kill you first. But yeah.
The lovely smell of all my prey.
Oh, also, I do appreciate Fluff. You sent me that Mr. Fantastic thing. I did see something that showed like he can be perfectly looped, but I forgot it. So then I rewatched Mr. Fantastic's video. Dude, I'm really excited for tomorrow next week because we're gonna have that whole the Marvel Rivals week. I kind of want to talk to you guys about that stuff. I kind of probably talk to you about it beforehand, like right now.
Catman 11234 said, I'm in so many firearm subreddits, I'm probably on some sort of gov list.
Maybe. What do you call it? Do you know a channel called PSR, Cat? Because that's one that I worry. He's a weird guy who makes like funny meme gun content, but he also like goes weird and he's like, we're gonna do what is it called? 3 printed firearms. And I'm like, that feels like you'll put me in a list. That feels like me even just being subscribed to you. Like, can you just stick to the cool, like, reviewing weapons and being a freak? Because yeah, we're on a list. You know what I mean? Not great, but he's great. He's fantastic. I love his content. He's a freak. He's a freak, and it's good. Let me see what you're saying. I never got a motion sickness. Oh yeah, the motion sickness thing, Cat. I can't even. Oh man, I was motion sick so bad when it comes to VR. Like I can't describe to you guys how like whatever the furthest possible spectrum of like you do it, you feel like shit immediately, and then you proceed to feel even worse for like 3 hours later, and your brain almost feels like it's buzzing and you can't think right. You can almost feel like drunk after like 3 hours of doing VR. I felt like that for 2 years, and only now am I just barely able to kind of get beyond it. I'm starting to get to that point where like I can play any VR game usually and not destroy my mind. The one that pushed it to the absolute most extreme was Helldivers VR, because it has you like leaping into the air and it's really slow, and it's much better for you to like get it over with fast, like a jump, because your brain doesn't have to sit in that limbo of like getting false signals essentially. But yes.
Smell of all my prey.
Let's do this. I did the thing wrong. You're never supposed to activate it before you activate your recharge gain from your goddamn echo. Oh! Get out of there, there's spikes.
Yeah.
We do one of these, we do this.
Stay behind me.
Ah!
Lotus pervade.
Quickly, before we get decapitated or whatever the There's so much! You do so much!
Born from ancient roots. Let's have fun.
Also, it gets you in the air. The echo ability is so good. You can also pop with this.
Run. Keep the dance going.
Pop, 41k, respectable. Not great, respectable. Okay! Can I have a minute? I'm just gonna do little baby attacks.
Pathetic.
There we go. Damn, I'm hurt. And fuck it, we'll just end it fast.
Supper.
Ooh, you're still alive. That didn't crit. I have like 60-something crit. Should have, but it didn't. Ha. This. All right, so his best artifact set also is this damn things thing. I forget what it does, but it's the same thing that I think Carlotta uses.
Raidmate said, "Hi Grin, I'm late cause I didn't get a notification. How are you today?"
I'm doing good. Update. In the last 6 years, it was my birthday. It could be anywhere from 5 weeks from now or 3 days ago, whatever. I got this cool mouse raid. I got enough money for my VR headset, whatever it comes, hopefully, unless it's like fucking $2,000 and I'm gonna put a bullet in my head. We're preparing for BRANT. And I also show you, honestly, you should go back and watch a little bit of this stream raid, because I showed people this crazy beautiful moment in this VR game I'm playing. The Behemoth game we were playing, an unprecedented level of cool. Cool, sorry. When it comes to this moment in Behemoth. And I haven't even beat the game, so there might be more cool waiting for me. All right, we did all that. We burned our resin. We're good. Let's do a little bit of the story, which you guys are going to be entirely lost on, because we haven't done it together. But let's be honest, I'm background noise anyway, and you weren't paying attention anyway. Yeah.
Catman 11234 said, "My fave part about VR is when I think I am level and I see some sort of cliff drop and my stomach falls into my hips. Love the feeling."
Ooh, weird. Yeah.
Did you get motion sick in Blade and Sork climbing the golem?
No. Where I get motion sickness is usually through moving and jumping. So like if I'm climbing, I'm fine.
McFlufferkin said, "Joke's on you, Grin. I remember when you said the numbered day that is your birthday. Not that I'll declare it here. Happy birthday."
Thank you.
Lone Syndicate said, "Don't speak about me like that, Grin. I'm always listening."
No, I know you're always listening, but how do you know what happened is going to happen in the story? We're about to meet a lot of people. I feel like you're going to kind of be like, okay, yeah, we're doing what exactly? Okay, that, yeah, no, I got it. Also, people like to put something into like, because I asked for money this year, basically for my birthday and for Christmas, and people don't like giving money because it's just like a hollow gift. It feels like nothing, but I like it because I can buy whatever I want. But my mom got me this like little Stanley thing. It's like a little tiny shot glass that's like a Stanley cup. I don't really fuck with Stanley cups, but I thought it was cute. I have it right here on my desk. I also don't drink, so the shot, I guess do a shot gamer steps, I guess. I don't know. It was kind of cringe, but anyways. Yes, also, dude. Oh, can I show you guys properly? Can I show you guys how fucking gamered out my goddamn keyboard setup is? Cause I still want to use wrong one. Sorry, wrong one. I still want to use my keyboard because I don't like playing video games on the other keyboard because it kind of puts tension on my knuckle joint. But check this out. Can I show it without it being fucking awful? Maybe. Check it out. Do you see how fucking gamer I am with this? Yeah. It's I got these little, oh god, it's a mess now. I made it a mess. Oh no. But yeah, this way I get the benefits of my goddamn other keyboard while simultaneously having perfect ergonomic distance from my sides while I type. I'm
Lone
locked the fuck
Syndicate
in.
said, "What the fuck am I looking at?"
Beautiful work of art. Okay? That's a lot of keyboards. There's 2 keyboards. My keyboard has a keyboard, okay? But it works great. I am also getting decent at typing. Not great, decent. And the chording is a motherfucker because you have to hit, I thought you had to hit like all the keys in a certain time frame, but it's not. And it's so weird to do like this. Can you guys see that? It's like down, up, over. That's fine, but it's ones where it's honestly my right hand, which like I have less like in like a linear movement. Like I can open up my hands pretty normal like this, go up a little bit, go down a little bit. But this one, ain't nothing happen. So that one's hard. That one I'm having to go kind of like this, like it's some weird shit. It's tough, okay, but it's actually working. Even if it's just for typing, it's working.
How do you like?
My keyboard has keyboard.
Lone Syndicate said, "Keyboard thicker than a bowl of oatmeal on a hot summer day."
It works, and it's good. I'm sweating also. I feel like I'm in a perpetual state of, like, almost being sick, but then somehow being fine. Like, my body's just constantly, like, putting it off a little bit. Ooh, these are always worth doing. It's not the greatest rewards this time around, but yes. Strengthen yourself for battle. I'm really digging my new keyboard thing. I guess not. We won't do that. What can I have an upgrade? Do you want an upgrade? Let's see. What do you got? Heavy. Nothing. Not very good. But you have a decent thing. We'll do this. We'll do this. Yeah. All the way down. Is that the wrong? Oh, it is. It's is it? Why can't I? No, I don't care about the type. I care about the. Oh, is it? No, I don't know what that is. I used to just go tier 4. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. No, I don't think that way. No, we want tier 3. I thought you could. Yeah, this is weird. I thought you could like set. Like, hey, I want. Select all. I guess. Yeah, no, I don't know. It's being weird. Usually, you can select. Sorry, like a thing that says like, hey, I want. Can you look for? I don't know. Like, can you look for like all the regen ones here? I don't know why it's not doing that. Am I crazy?
Catman 11,234 said, the all-new GRINN Sanity keyboard setup. Order now and get free shipping.
It works. Yeah, it does work. It doesn't work great. Yeah, it works great. I think it works great. All right, let's see. We got a thing here. Let's roll this. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, wait, no. Do we have 2 of those? We do. We can't have that, actually. We have to try this guy, sure. Nothing weird there? Yeah, good. Upgrade. Do that. We'll do 3 into this. Have I made a dent in my upgrade ascension material? Let's see. It's like the weird resources. I have 11,000. Nope. Sure haven't. 11k. Resonator damage. Not bad. Not bad. I think it's better what she has. Let's level up the rest. I am running a little low on the enhancement material thing, which is tough. Convert, it's fine. Here we go. How was the energy recharge stat on this? Oh, it didn't have one. I was that. Let's see if we can get energy recharge. It did! How good is it? It's okay. I think it'd be anywhere from like 8 to a 19 or a 20, I think. So a 10 is okay. But worth an upgrade, so good shit. Boop. How much was this, actually? Attack, resonator. That's not as good as this, actually. Because this at least gives you some damage bonus. Good. She got a little bump, because we had to do it for an event. This. Bang. Guess what? More of them. More of them. Ray says, also happy birthday. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ray. Hope you guys enjoy your rest of your week as well. And whenever your birthday is. I laugh. I knew out of all the people Fluff would probably remember. Of course, GRINN, money as a gift. Because Fluff, what do you call it? Fluff, I think, learned when another person learned. And yeah. Cat says, money as a gift is my favorite because I never know what I want. People, when people ask me, it's always something I discover. Like, yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, I think the key to giving people money, sorry. The key to giving people money is not to give it just completely by itself, because I do think it like my brother, he got me money this year for Christmas, and he got me this. It's just like a little kind of karambit looking thing, but it's just like a box opener type thing that like a little knife that you can put on your keychain. But something like something that probably costs like $6 maybe at the gas station, or like it could even be like an energy drink. It could even be like just something super small, like a little pocket thing. It could be a lighter, anything. Just giving someone something just so that they can like have something tangible is also nice. Like it makes a money gift have like some form of like I could actually play with this right now, rather than being like, okay, I have something but I can't do anything with it until I finally get whatever it is. And then by the time they buy it, the distance between the gift and you is too separate to where they don't really think of you when they think of the gift, which I think is fair. But I will say, I think I have brothers, which is hilarious. So like these last 3 years, we've all been giving each other money. So if you think about it, it's literally like, I have $50. Here you go. And then for my birthday, he's like, hi, I have $50. Here. Thank you. You have $50. Perfect. And it's just a back and forth. But I don't think that's actually the right way to think about it, because I don't think anyone who receives money thinks about money in that way. Usually it's like, no. This $50 is purely made, not for you to put in like your savings and just like forget about. No. This money is specifically for you to go buy something that you like. It's like, it's not meant to be saved. It's meant to be spent on something that you would like, that I wouldn't know to get you unless I asked 1,000 questions, or I was with you every day of when you're uptown. Things like that, It's almost like you're giving people the right to spend $50 in a weird way. Especially for men, I think that's pretty relevant. Sorry, like this notion of like I don't know. I don't like spending money usually on things. Usually, like there's exceptions where I'll like, oh, my PC, I'll go a little balls to the walls. If I'm using my VR headset and I make content for it constantly, I can kind of justify a little bit of that. Also, damn, we're getting a new event that's like this. It sucks because we don't have Brant's thing yet. His special location that like drops stuff. It's called Changing Tide, I believe is what it's called. But we don't have it yet. So who do we get stuff for? I guess we could prepare for the Night Lady. Might as well. Yeah. Sorry, I keep forgetting her damn name. Is it Verena? God damn it. It's like my most hyped character, but I keep so bad with names. I just looked up a bunch of gameplay for Brant, so Brant's just kind of an obvious name to know, you know? Oh, this is my first time clearing this dungeon. Let's see how hard it is.
At your disposal.
This. Don't fucking skip over the tiny little people like that. Damn.
Loading.
This. Bop, bop, bop. Now, it says, I don't usually do gifts myself. I usually end up money circle jerk. Grin was saying, I don't care for that myself. Yeah, no, I know. A lot of people don't care for it, but I do. Actually, I don't know. To me, can we at least agree that getting a gift card is the most brain-dead, stupid thing you can ever do to anybody? It is such a bad idea. I can't. It irks me so much. Although I'm grateful for anything. If you give me anything, I'll be happy with it. There is an exception to this rule, kind of. If you go to a place constantly, then maybe it's worth getting a gift card. It's kind of weird to lock down like a person's position and stuff. Sure. Like my brother got me a Steam money basically. That works because I fucking will always buy a game from Steam. Always. Like eventually, like I'm gonna spend that money. It's gonna help me. It's not as bad. It is still a little weird that you don't just give the person the money to go with do whatever they want with.
Catman 11,234 said gift cards are here. This money can only be used at this place. Gotcha.
And they cost the same amount. Like if you got a gift card, but like you could save like 30% or 20% something. Like at least that would make sense to me. But no, it's just nonsense. Like the whole gift card thing is just a scam. It's a total scam. It doesn't make any sense. I hate it. And it's yeah. People always give you it. It's like what's going on? Yeah, I got that for that. But ooh, I don't actually have that much to spend on this though. I will do 2. I just don't want to lose out on my stuff. Damn.
Lone Syndicate said gift cards suck unless it's those prepaid Visa gift cards that you can use anywhere.
Yeah, Visas make sense. Visas don't have the problem where it's like, not only am I giving you money, but I'm giving you money that you can only use at a specific retailer. That's probably never the amount of money that you can actually buy something for. So like it's never like $50. Rarely can you buy something for a flat $50. Usually it's some sort of weird like 65 or some weird shit. So yeah, or like it's a little bit high. Like you can buy okay, it's maybe you got like a coat that's a shirt that's like $20. Then you have pants that are like $30, and that puts you like slightly over. And you're like, all right, well now I'm gonna have to pay with my other card. So you burn the card. It's just weird. Money would not have that bad. Cash can't be taxed. Calm down. Okay, all that. Cash is the best. Don't spending money that I haven't set aside for things like investment or saving makes me happy. I love spending a bit extra on food. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, again, I think to me like what Nong is saying is like the circle jerk. I think is the like it's a people who receive money that way. I'm sure that can be how it's felt, but to me like it's the wrong way to think about like receiving money. I think like when someone gives you money for like a birthday or something like that, it's not them saying like, hey, here's back the $20 that you gave me, or here's what do you call it? Just some like flat cash. It's meant to be like, here is $40 for you to use in the pursuit of something that would make you happy or pleasure. It could be food, could be a game that you're interested in, could be whatever. But it's not for you to like take and save. Like it's not smart money. At least it shouldn't be. Like this is the money that I would use to have bought you something that you would have enjoyed or sought pleasure from in some capacity. So by you not doing that, you are going against the point of your birthday and giving someone a gift, you know. But yes.
At your disposal. Stay calm. Astral modulation.
I asked Steam gift card for Christmas because my grandparents love wrapping small things. Really? That's funny. That's a weird like quirk.
Stay behind me. Lotus pervade.
Oh man, what do you call it? My grandparents? They've been really wanting us to go to Portugal for a vacation because they're getting a little older, and we're all kind of in agreement that it's probably good to do sooner. Because like even if they're not too old, it's still to the extent in which like they may not be able to go for like walks with us and stuff like that and show us everything in Portugal, all those variables. So it's important for us to probably go sooner rather than later. Oh, I fucked up. I thought you were the last one. But it's funny. My grandma gave me money for my birthday, and she also gave me Portuguese money, which looks very interesting. Or Portugal money, sorry, not Portuguese money, but Portugal money. Kind of as like, come on, go, and I'm like, Grandma, the plane ticket's like $2,000, back and forward and back at least, so it's 1,000 per thing, I think. I think it's around there, but the plane things can differ. But yeah, but it would be cool to do once. But also, I'd have to like prep and shit like that, which is like, there we go. Oh, did I not collect it the last time? Maybe. Dang it. Well, do I want to spend? How much resource do I have? I have 80 more energy. That should be enough to do one more. Because it like, did we do? Let me see. Yeah, we have 2. Am I correct? I thought. Do we not? Do I waste 2 of these? We should have spent 1, or we should have spent 2. I must have forgot to collect it. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Time. Loading.
I would buy those prepaid Visa cards as a kid because I didn't have a debt or credit card, and I wanted to buy shit on App Store. Yeah, man. Yeah. Again, totally legit. Where like you, as a kid, you're like trying to find ways to buy like all the things you want, which App Store. I'm so happy, man. I got out of the Apple ecosystem. I'm hard pressed to like my next phone if I ever do buy a phone, because I usually just inherit them from family, which are very sweet, generous, and nice. But yeah, I'm like whenever like the new iPhone is getting old, thankfully my parents are like, you want my old one? I'm like, yes, please. But I'm so happy. Like again, I see so much. I see how easy it is to like pirate. I'm sorry, guys. The thing I dislike the most in this world that we have not most. This is a hyperbolic statement, but. What drives me nuts is paid services. Like, hey, instead of buying something and having a good thing forever, like a tool or something, how about you pay us X amount every month? And yeah, I hate it. And they're just like, everything's become that, and it drives me nuts. Apparently, if you go to like, if you have an Android or any of these Google phones, I remember I wanted to get this like fucking like meditation app. It was like this.
Gnawing Fetus said sailing the high seas.
I'm fucking sailing the high seas, man. When everything is a service thing, it drives me nuts. I hate it. I don't know why. I'm like, there's certain things like, again, Crunchyroll and shit. It's a good enough deal to where like you'll just, it's good. Like you just should fork over the money. Game Pass is a good enough deal where like you're like, fuck. Even Netflix. And Netflix I don't watch anymore, but like I get Netflix. There's some argument there. But like, if I'm paying you a monthly service, like Audible is a bullshit. Audible is nightmare hell. You pay a monthly service, which is a lot, and you maybe get 2 books to read. Are you insane? Are you fucking losing your mind? Maybe they've changed it, but at least that's what I was back in the day. Same thing with this fucking meditation app that I wanted to check out. It had some nice like back when I was trying to get better at sleeping because I just fucking couldn't sleep at all. So I found these like nice apps that like give you guided meditations as you sleep. It's kind of nice. But they fuckers wanted to charge me like $10 a month for this shit. And I was like, this is dumb. This is ridiculous. And then I found out that these Android people have like got it locked down, where you can run like false apps or whatever. And they have basically like package the entire contents of the app up into that point of resources. And then you can just download it. And I'm like, dude, that pays for itself. As far as Samsung, I think, is also one of these things that can do it. And I'm like, I don't think you're going to brick your phone. I think phones have pretty good safeguards on them. Yes, Android IPK. That's exactly what it is. Exactly what it is. And I'm so tempted. Because yes. But also, I don't really go on my phone as much. So, like, it to spend, like, fucking still Samsungs and shit are still expensive. Like, sort of like fucking almost $1,000, some of them. So you're like, even $800 is a lot to spend, you know? For something I only use when I'm shitting is, like, rough. You know, like, I'm only using this when I got to do the deed. And it's rough to validate that. I'm at my computer largely, you know? And maybe, with the Valve Decker, I'll be able to be watching a cinematic movie while on the toilet. Naked, fully, maybe. I don't know why I had it naked, fully. I just want to make it more weird. But anyways. Alright. Let us do a tiny bit of story, because I need to start chipping away at it. Even though we have other things that we could do. Did I get all the things, by the way? I think I did. There's something I'm like, this. Oh my god, shit, this. Yeah, I hate, by the way, I hate this. This is the worst part of the game. By far. It is just ass. It's unfun. I hated it in Genshin. I hate it now. I still don't have enough teams to build, like, to do it. I hate it. It's awful. I think I much prefer Zenless's way of, like, there's 2 modes that are not this, that are fun to do, that you can just be fine, you know? I guess Endless does have it, but it doesn't feel as shitty. The tower defense does not feel as bad.
Said get a 1+ next time. They're cheaper than any flagships, and usually better in a lot of ways. And no bloatware.
Plus
Lone
one,
Syndicate
or
said
1+.
Shiyu Defense I saw is the perfect version of this kind of mode.
Yes, no, I 100% agree. Shield Defense is much better. I 100% agree. It does have a similar mode, but it doesn't feel like this. This mode feels like let's drop mountains of health that are only there to checker things. Shield Defense, at least, I don't know, to me feels like I don't know, maybe there's like an enhancement. I don't know. This one just feels way harder. Granted, I do think this one gives you more gems just for doing like 700 gems, and you can largely get most of them, like 600. And you only can you're at the edge of getting the last like 2% or 20%. Sorry, when you have to do the fucking hardest tier, which means you have to have 3 fully built teams, which is hard. Anyways, let us see what we're doing. We'll do a little bit of story. That's what I want to do. All right. Actually, before we do, a little bit of lag. Also, by the way, we have like fucking horrible winds in Canada right now. Not like compared to California, we're doing fine. But yeah, we have like gale force winds that are wildin'. Like it's also snowy, so like you go outside and you just see like the trees fucking going apeshit, and just like you can't even see 2 feet in front of you. Ooh, look, another you fucking piece of shit. Also, apparently there is a Animo person coming down the pipeline, and I think that might be also a character I'm interested in. So, as much as we are smooth sailing the seas, and we're doing real good right now, I don't think that will permeate forever. I think we're going to be broke ass very soon, because there's a lot of cool characters coming down the pipeline. Oh god, I missed all that, you piece of shit. Why are you so high up, dude? Damn you. Fucking hell, man, get down!
Struggle harder.
Big ass gorilla.
Entertain me.
Ooh, that's a hit for 2,000. Damn, man. I feel like we're definitely getting some lag. Are we dropping frames? No, it's just the game. Can I get to that thing? Ooh, we used up all of our weekly guaranteed echoes. Feels bad. Ooh, we gotta get up top there. Do I remember how to do this? It's been a minute. Shit! Up we go! So cool, dude. This is, again, I'm happy that they did this because Genshin took such a long time to do something like this. Where, like, finally, an open world game where, like, you feel like it's an open world game. You know what I mean? Where it uses, like, that cool factor to actually be pretty fucking cool. Is that a little chest? Maybe not. Weird. Oh, it is. There's, like, a delay. Oh, we have really low frame rate, or like, yeah, red letters are bad numbers. Also good for cheating on mobile gacha. Say what, cat? Say what? No. Is that a thing? That would be crazy. Imagine playing Genshin with like a C6 character on your phone. Because you somehow can like give yourself a billion man. That sounds awesome. Imagine if they did that with Steam Deck as well. Maybe you can. I don't know if I feel like it'd be maybe there's some ways to do it, but yeah. I just wait for when my cellular carrier has some sort of trade in your old phone for a new one. Ooh, that's nice. That's a good idea. OnePlus, like OnePlus 9. How much is OnePlus 9? $400? When still handle everything I need to do with good video 5 years later. Damn, okay. Just upgrade to OnePlus 12 this year because the battery was on its last leg. A lot of full emptying and full turbocharging the battery. Oh, yeah, gotcha. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, well, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's tough. I feel like, knowing me, it's the same shit will happen with this this VR thing, where I'll be like, my Quest 2 is doing fine, and then I'll like get wind of like a lot of good reasons why this other one could be good. Like this, like again, it's like, hey, you could buy the bare minimum and be fine, but then you're like, but all these features that I'll never use, they're hypnotizing a little bit, dude. I so hope, as much as I do think the Decker is gonna be like this VR headset, whatever it's called, is gonna be some standalone. I do really hope they make a PC version where it doesn't have all that bloated shit in it. I tried to make a good argument for it in the video, but I fucking don't want that at all. I would so much rather pay for like better lenses, and shit than like random hardware that I won't use. And all Steam needs to do is find out a way for you to stream from the headset to whatever the hell is powering it. Could be a Steam Deck, could be a PC, could be Valve's tiny little box PC, and we'd be grooving. But we'll see. Ooh, I can't believe we've been going for an hour. It feels like fucking 10 minutes. Wild. All right, we are here with the one lady. What happened, you might ask? Well, we got a lot of Carlotta gameplay and fun. She's a total fun character to play with. And yeah, the story has been fantastic. And we're here to investigate some shenanigan nonsense.
This ancient stone tablet bears inscriptions in the ancient Rinasita language, which translate roughly to...
It's all right. It's a little quiet.
Once whole, the divinity was rent by warring creeds. From their holy wounds sprang the curse of Dark Tide.
I wish every character sounded like a FromSoft character.
Lone Syndicate said, alrighty, just finished the perfect build for my Yao. Her discs are now farm. I got enough material to get her core skill to F and her base skills to level 6 across the board.
Damn, Lone, I think I might go apeshit on leveling up, what's her name? Evelyn. I might just dump all of my crowns in her, even though I know it's not going to provide much use. But I just to be like, I'm sitting on like 5 crowns. I'm ready just to say, fuck it. Okay?
On this day
just to prove a
shall
point.
I depart.
What point? I don't know.
Though the woes of Rinasita yet endure, the shattered divinity hath chosen their herald.
My back is so sweaty. Oh, cool.
On the grandest of days, the maiden, crowned with golden laurel, shall commune with the divinity. Thus she becomes the
McFluffican said, just need to recruit the rest of the BG3 VAS for games like this. You'll get from soft Y vibes and sassy wizards, vampires too.
Yeah.
Seems to be some sort of prophecy. We might have to piece together the clues from both the stone tablet and the stained glass to unravel the secrets.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something about like the voice acting. Like FromSoft, I always feel like like whatever the voice actor does, it super feels like it's in line with the world. You know what I mean? Like even when it's like an old wrinkled lady, it sounds like, yeah, you sound exactly like your character looks. She sounds exactly like her character looks. Like there's something about it, and she speaks like in a cadence that isn't fast. You know, like some people read like they're reading off of something, whereas another person reads as if they're like actually going through the emotions and feeling shit as they're saying it, you know?
These ancient relics that spawn tacit discords often carry special frequencies. Let's use the terminal sensor to reconstruct their frequencies.
Hell yeah. I will say I was going quick through the story. I do tend to like, I get it, because again, these go for a long long time. We have less time today. By the way, this is some exciting thing I'll maybe talk more about on Saturday. But I feel great mentally. Just to put it out there, I've kind of been like in this like hovering state for a while, but because New Year, because my birthday also coincides really close to New Year as well, I made like a whole plan for myself. So I'm on my P's and Q's. I'm making good effort every day to do like these certain things. Yeah, so I'm doing good. So, but that also means like I have less time. Like now I said I was going to dedicate a lot of time to doing other things besides YouTube all the time, and maybe in some cases streaming. I'm doing that. And it's fun to have like a different focus, I guess. But yeah, it's a good idea to kind of like reframe your whole thing and try again. This. Please don't tell me it's a puzzle. Also, unlike, oh no.
Lone Syndicate said, I'm sitting on 13 crowns and I've used 3 on Ellen, 3 on Corin, 1 on Miyabi, and now 2 on Rena.
I'm not sure if I'm sitting on that many. I don't think I missed an event though, but maybe.
The frequencies of these pieces.
Use the levitating thing to collect pieces of glass, then put it into the slot designated by the glowing thing. Let's see if we can just do it and wing it and be okay. This, it looks like
now we only need
a
to
lantern.
Them onto the
looks like
glass.
that to me.
The last step to uncover the secrets.
Nailed it. Totally didn't auto do most of it. Can you please? There we go. What? Was it out of range or is that not the right thing?
Found ya.
Pick it up. That looks like it. Go. No, I see. It's not the right.
Found ya.
Don't. Shut up, Carlotta. Found ya. Is it that? No, God damn it. I meant... Shit. This. Oh, there might be more than there's... Okay.
Lone Syndicate said you can get crowns from the Battle Pass, and you can now buy them in the shop.
Oh, I see. So maybe you did Battle Pass things? Okay, I'm starting to realize that they just all can't fit. Unless they can, and I'm a liar. I don't know. This. Pick it up. Looks like a hand. Nice! Got this big fuck off one. Looks like a corner piece. I don't know where that one's going, to tell you the truth. Maybe this? Okay, it's just a tiny little piece. They look huge, and then when they get in there, they're like nothing towards the sides. They're not like big size. Yeah, there's like lag in the game based on like Is that it? It was!
This one shows a man in Primus attire, wielding a lantern-shaped relic to dispel shadows and the monsters within.
Hit me with that from
This
Softy lore.
seems to depict the people of Rinasita torn into two warring factions. The last one
I'm a
seems
god.
to depict the moment a girl communes with the divinity of Rinasita. It's done. Now, let's see.
Oh, my body.
Looks like these stained glass images recount a tale about the divinity. Wait.
Okay. What is it? I'm going to be skipping just to keep pace. Sorry.
Lone Syndicate said, I think the engine in the event will be a good F2P option for Evelyn.
I really hope it all works out. Because I would like... Again, Lone. I'm thinking of it this way. We have Maybe, okay? We have Evelyn. Don't think... She's not considered a disaster class character, okay? She also seems to really like Yao. I need everything I can to make Evelyn better, okay? And the only other damage amp besides... The only other damage amp is her weapon, I think. That will make her pretty proficient and stuff like that. God, her voice is 90% Shart. What Shart? Shart isn't bad? I love her voice. Okay, I mean, Shart must be a different person.
It's just... The content is rather peculiar. I'll translate it for you.
Thank you.
Together with the inscriptions on the tablet, it should be... In the earliest days of Rinasita, there were two divinities. One rules the sky and the other the seas, eternally at odds with each other. Amidst the turmoil
McFlufferkin said, Shark is an unfortunate nickname for Shadowheart, the half-elf cleric from BG3.
People waged war over their disparate faiths. All this was ended by an unprecedented TD outbreak.
Lone Syndicate said, P.S. Don't forget
dark
GRINN Deadly
tide.
Assault reset and Shiyu
So
Defense
will it
reset
then.
tomorrow.
Got it. Yeah. Did all that.
It ravaged a great part of Rinasita. After the
Pause
dark
next week, by the way.
tide, Napoli, the first Primus, restored civilization from the ashes. He founded the Order
Ooh, that a playable character?
to guide the broken Raguna. Yet, not long after, he went to be with the divinity. On his deathbed, he spoke to the believers. Once whole, the divinity was rent by warring creeds. From their holy wounds sprang the curse of dark tide. Though the woes of Rinasita yet endure, the shattered divinity hath chosen their herald.
Dark
On
Tide.
the grandest of days, the maiden, crowned with golden laurel, shall commune with the divinity.
She might be our
Thus she
calamity.
becomes the prophesied enlightened
Hopefully.
one,
Character.
through whom Rinasita's woes shall end. Then, the divinity shall return to its true form, and Rinasita, under its glory, shall be a paradise, free of suffering.
This is peak anime. Alright. Sorry, they said Dark Tide.
Rinasita has two divinities. I've never heard of such a thing.
Yeah, it's funny because Dark Tide, I think Dark Tide is legitimately the artifact set for the pirate guy, BRANT. So does that mean Brant's a part of the evil faction? Or maybe not the evil faction, but maybe there's like the light faction, which is the elf, and then there's like a Cthulhu monster faction in the sea that Brant probably is a person of?
The Montelli family archives hold many documents on Renacita's past. Yet none mentioned two divinities.
Kat says she's also the definition of I can fix her, and you do. Oh, okay. Oh man, I was watching someone say that like Krillin's that kind of guy who says I can fix her and then actually does with Android 18.
In Ragusa, the common belief has always been that Sentinel Imperator is the only divinity of Renacita. But if the images on the stained glass window were fabricated, why would the Order deface them and declare this tower forbidden?
There's only one explanation. These are not fabrications, but buried truth.
I love that idea when you're
If
disconnecting.
this is indeed the Order's
It blacks out your screen.
We must leave here immediately. North of this tower is an island. It should be beyond their reach.
I want to play
Once we get there,
Briefcase Girl.
you will discover another truth the Order has buried.
Watch out!
I like how our rover is supposed to be like a bad bitch, you know what I mean? Like a big bad calamity guy. And he still just has like a light weapon. He has a tiny sword and shit, and these other people are like casting, shattering like cliffs of ice, essentially, at people. And he's just like, I got my little tiny katana. Same shit with fucking Traveler from Genshin. It's just like, give them something. Have them do some cool shit. It's like, best they have is like, I can do a slash that seems to do way more damage despite it coming from a fucking iron sword. It's really weird. They surely know who this is. They found us. You go first. I'll cover you. They surely know they found us. Nothing. Illusion of choice. My favorite.
Interesting. They're here even faster than I anticipated.
Let me fight. Let me fight. Violence. Violence. Whew. Ooh, we got some gameplay with Carlotta.
Apparently,
They let you play the fuck out of
the
Carlotta
images
in
on
this
the stained
DLC.
glass to be real. They wouldn't even hesitate to break their facade
Love
of
it.
neutrality, just to ensure we don't take the secret
My
house
internet's
alive.
the best. It's because of our Gale Force wins. At least the stream isn't completely biffing. At least there's positives. This.
Still recognize me?
And then we switch. Because we don't have an alt. Because the game sucks. And I don't have it, I guess. This. Rude. And bop, bop, bop. Hit him more. There we go. This. And this. And then, damn it. I already have my thing. Oh. Go the other direction, Carlotta. God damn you. And this to weaken him to that. And then pop. Ooh, 23 damage. Not bad. Whack. And this. Sorry. Probably could have used her, but yeah. We like cutscenes.
Keep it safe. I'll handle the rest.
Don't lose faith, gentlemen. This is what they do to you. They show you a bunch of cool story moments where they pop off and are nice to you. But we only have eyes for one person. It's Zani. Got it. You thought. Guess what? She's great. She looks awesome. Also, they did, they put the physics in there, which, yeah, sure. Wow, that was fucking clean. I also didn't expect that at all. Physics be damned, am I right? Cool. You can do 0.1% of that. But hey, she's a bad bitch, at least in the story. God damn you! I get it!
McFluffican said unlimited gunwork.
They make her so cool in the story. There's like 6 moments before this that you guys missed where she is just like the coolest person ever. She's like classy, but also like, by the way, I kill people for our family. Like, I'm the person who goes and kills people who are fucking with the family, and it's kind of like a mafia, but I'm real sweet about it, and it's gonna be fine. And you're like, okay, alright, fine. Kind of a lot, but sure.
Look at what you've done. Distorting history. Usurping the Sentinel's authority and...
Lone Syndicate said she is the Ayaka of the game.
I feel like that's the put down a little bit. Ayaka was good. I don't know if Ayaka was this good as well as like this crazy. Like Ayaka had a few moments, but she looks like as if Ayaka lost her whole family and still became a good person. You know what I mean? But still had some like fucked up shit that they had to work out. But Ayaka comes across as like a very like a girl. You know what I mean? She comes across as like a badass girl, you know what I mean? Like a childhood friend who fucking is still your friend, but also went through some shit and kind of is a little bit too grown up that she should be. That kind of thing.
Who are your accomplices? The Fraxidus, the Facades, and even some of the Montellis. Am I right?
Ahem. Well, I'm afraid I don't understand, Miss Carlotta.
But Bolter's knee.
It seems you too are lost to madness and hallucination. If you find yourself confused and desire the Sentinel's guidance, well, I would gladly arrange a personal pilgrim sail for you.
Ah, so this is how you treat those truth seekers. Banish them in the name of pilgrimage.
You're telling me the church is evil. Sorry.
Please, lower your weapon. There is still room for discussion, is there not, Miss Carlotta?
And you're telling me... I completely forgot what I was going to say. I'll be honest. It's happening a lot recently. I'm kind of worried about it. My brain just goes, nah, who cares? Oh, that's what I'm saying. You're telling me there's a guy... like a church person, you have gun to head, you just watch me massacre your entire fucking like force, and then he's like, I'll ship you away. Again, I hate it so much.
Down. Enough blood has been shed today.
It's just wild.
Imperator would not revel in senseless sacrifice.
Nothing worse than a person who watches his whole fleet get killed by one individual and then be like, I'm still kind of like a problem. You're like, you're insane. You should be terrified, man.
The pilgrim sail is for the transgressors to seek
Lone
rebirth.
Syndicate said, dude, if anime has taught me anything, never trust the church or gods. Surprisingly, demons are a lot kinder.
Words.
It's true.
Forgive me, Brother Alessio.
Let me tell you, these church people are infecting my internet, sending gale force winds to my house.
Ah, honored guest. You have been misinformed.
Kill him.
As the truth is not what it seems. My Lord Fenrico has arranged your audience with the Sentinel.
Fenrico, what a weird name. Imagine someone was like that in the church, called like Esteban, just called like the top dog in the church.
Why not hear the Sentinel's wisdom for yourself?
Of course. If Lord Fenrico is the true enlightened one.
Ooh.
However, the prophecy speaks of a maiden as the enlightened one. Is that why you destroyed the stained glass? To pass Fenrico off as the enlightened one?
I bet it's Phoebe.
So he can seize the Sentinel's power and rule Raguna?
It's not, I don't think it's pronounced Phoebe, it's like Phoba? I don't know, fucking.
Oh, you stubborn people of little faith. You've surely been tempted by evil and swallowed its lies. Lord Fenrico is the undeniable enlightened one and will guide us all.
See, that's the thing. That, like, I think that, like, as much as me and Lone are like dogging on the game, not dogging, like, making fun of the fact that it's always like fucking church people evil, but they know how to make it so frustrating. It's so like I don't know what it is about the human mind, but I feel like it's if you want to make someone mad, you like be like a hypocrite that believes they are like unapologetically correct regardless of the thing. Like just completely black out. Like if there's some give, then you can like there's a human in there. When you're like someone who's like, I just killed 10 people, and I also think I'm a great guy. I'm a great guy, and yeah. Also, I'm gonna lie right to your face, and you're fine. It's just like, this is insane. I just hate you so much, you know?
Well, I see no point in debating doctrine.
Got it, death.
With you. Is it profit?
Death.
Or bloodline?
Death. Just kill.
How? That's Uncle Capello's pendant. What did you do to him?
Good question. What did we do indeed? Quite a faithful one he was.
The boss?
Wouldn't hand over this pendant, the emblem of his faith. But we managed to persuade him.
Do you think the guy from Full Metal Alchemist who turned his daughter into a dog would just be fucking eating it up in this world?
Whether he should be deemed faithful now depends entirely on your actions.
Why does she smile?
And you know what will become of him if we decide his devotion is weak and unworthy.
Ah, I see. So she's happy that he didn't back down.
My actions. What do you want me to do?
Beat him to death.
Raise your weapon, faithful Carlotta. Choose wisely now. Where shall you aim? Whose heart will taste your bullet?
She just shoots me in the head. I think that'd actually be impressive, to tell you the truth. She just put a gun to my head and shoots me, kills me dead. At least that'd be kind of like we didn't see it coming. Yeah, I mean,
Good. You are a smart one, Miss Carlotta.
Carlotta?
I'm sorry. Even though the time we shared was very memorable.
Excellent. It appears you've made the right choice, as any true Raganazy would.
They think they're being so
Honoring
slick.
blood and faith alike.
While her pendant merges into her neck. Okay. Showing off her smile. I'm about to get him.
Pull the trigger. End this transgressor's life.
Got it. Little eye nod.
Farewell.
The bro symbol.
And may you meet your friends where it all ends.
And just like that, I die. Oh, okay. Ooh, damn, that's... Oh, what? Guess I'll die. That's what she says. Oh, it didn't fall on her.
You've disappointed me, Miss Carlotta.
Why don't we kill all of... What?
There's a saying in Raguna. Even the finest bullet can miss. It was only a mistake.
So be it. I shouldn't question your faith over such a mishap. It is, after all, insignificant in the grand scheme of the divinity.
He's like, I just seen this bitch kill 10 fleets of our monsters. Let's chill. Let's relax.
Let us bear witness to the moment divine wrath descends from the heavens.
Okay. That's a little fucky. Again, there's a lot of like...
That was close.
Hey, Abby.
I really thought the bullet was coming for us. So, was it all part of your plan?
We were improvising.
Then you two sure have great chemistry. Anyway, those bad guys are still after us. So let's get out of here. Didn't Carlotta say something about an island up north? Let's go check it out.
All right, let us move over to the other game. But that was fun. That was neat. Again, there's weird shit. Like, I don't know why. I get really weirded out when there's like super obvious shit.
Don't
you know, I
run.
do that.
Keep
Yeah,
the
like when the game is like,
going.
there's a big. Also, like again, nothing makes sense. Like canon wise, I guess. Like they don't imply. Like, why do we just shoot that fucking guy right there? That's kind of where I'm coming from. Like, there's so many things in this game, like anime logic, where it's just like, I'm gonna fucking talk for 10 minutes after. You just defeated a fleet of my enemies? Well, guess what, dude? I got one of your guys, and yes, that's why you have to do what I say, because I'm your family member, and yes. And it's just like, what do you call it? It's not like we can't go to that family. It's not like we can grab him as we just had a hostage. We just could like say, hey, we'll put a bullet in his head if you don't tell me where the guy is. Go get the guy and then be done with it. It's very weird to be like, I'm gonna pretend to kill you, and then you're gonna go to the place where we need to be, I guess. It's just like a what? Like, I don't know. At least a little unsatisfying, but it is. I do like the like the way that's handled is nice, but like the actual story beats are kind of like, why are we doing it this way? Like we have so many other options. You haven't made it make sense of why this is the case. Maybe you could argue that there's like a bunch of church people, and that's what's like debilitating people from like fighting back. I don't know. Like, hey, you go against this whole thing. You're not going against them. You're just going against the whole city. So you got to be kind of sly about it. Maybe, but it still feels a little fucky. You know what I mean? But alas, ladies and gentlemen, let us burn through some Zenless, and then honestly probably just do a quick game. Oh God, no! Oh no! Oh, I got it. So I accidentally alt-tabbed out of the game, and you never want to do that because it's a mess. If you alt-tab out of the game, it like logs you out weirdly enough. You have to like completely leave the game. Oh, my back. Let's see. Cat says his Legend for Honor action is bonkers. What's bonkers? His legendary For Honor gameplay is bonkers? Dude, if anime has taught me anything, never trust the god of that. Just wait till later, cat. There's a few legendary actions that give that a run for its money coming up. What does that mean? What was this? His legendary For Honor action is bonkers. Who are you talking about? But if you're talking about me, I'm terrible at For Honor. We're in Zenless. Where's the thing there? I guess we can turn on the sound because it's dead silence. Otherwise, we are going to be waiting for quite some time, by the way, as far as getting characters. So we're just kind of, prepping for what's her name? Evelyn, sorry. And also my one person's okay. This is the path I follow. This person, she's got 86 critical rate, 99 critical damage. Critical rate could be better, I think. They can need. I don't know how much critical rate you need, but you need quite a bit of critical rate. And yeah, we're kind of doing okay. But yeah. Do you want to get viewers for money, you fucking idiot? Ban user, get out of here.
Catman 11234 said honor mode in Baldur's Gate 3 is permadeath. You die, you restart. Also, no loading any saves, so if you fuck up, that's it. All bosses have new legendary actions that just say fuck your balance. Jesus, that sounds horrible. People are weird. People are like, life's not hard enough. Okay. Kill me. What are we doing? We're going to go get some energy.
You're right, you have my complete
but yes,
support.
I did think I did everything I needed to do. We banged out this event. Pretty easy to do. We still need it to reset, I think, one more time. And then we'll be able to get some more stuff in the store, but it's kind of annoying because we can't get as much in the store. We have all that done. We did all that, got that. That's new, but I think that's just a bounty thing. Gives us free resources, I think.
GTTMH said you prepping for Brant, and I already grinded all the materials for Mamma Mia red exclamation mark. We'll start her weekly on Monday.
What do you mean? GT? You said for like what the Mamma Mia, the child with the box, with the tiny little briefcase that someone's with ghouls and monsters. She looks cool, man. I don't know. I think Brant's gameplay. Have you seen the leaks, GT? The Brant gameplay looks fire. He looks crazy. The only thing I'm worried about is it might not
said
be
it's
damn
oddly
DPS
fitting that I'm doing this event with the 2B cosplay mod for Miyabi.
The 2B for my. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, the fucking skins go crazy. We have this finished. I think we got everything that we needed. Yeah, that was pretty. Also, I unfortunately had to skip past a lot of his story, which is sad because I was just kind of like pinched for time. I was like, I gotta bang through this. That's the only thing I haven't done yet, which is we're gonna reset in 3 days, which is not terrible. This I finished. This is all done. Actually, I was able to, for the not first time, but like I was able to actually.
Fetus said I love honor mode. A heavily modded run, but still, if I fuck over something, I just hard close the game and reopen it and load my last save. 6 hours ago.
Damn. Oh, also oh fuck, I might have messed up. Is there another thing in this? Shit.
GTTMH said F Phoebe and Brant, I'm skipping both, but I will be pulling SK wave bands in 2.1.
What's this, gang? Is this also going away in a short amount of time? Deadly Assault. I haven't touched that one yet. Shit. I don't know. It didn't have it. I had like an other tab here. So fuck the web event. I hate them. They're like, can you do advertising for us? Die. I hate you. Alright, now we're just dumping points into the thing. I will say, has anyone got news on like what Evelyn's best artifact set is? I hear people saying it's going to be a mix of like the fire one, but she doesn't need bonus critical rate, so it's a little fucky with that one. And then there's another one that's like I can't
Lone
think of it.
Syndicate said, Grin, I thought you said you did Dead Assault when I asked about it.
I thought I did Dead Assault. No, sorry. Again, I'm terrible with names for Lone. So when I thought I did the thing that you asked, which was there was two things I did. I did this, which was Shinny Defense, and then I did the other one.
McFlufferkin said the hourglass icon or
one.
otherwise stated durations are the only time-sensitive ones.
The hourglass ones? That one only has like a little time, a clock maybe. Maybe that's what you mean, clock. Clock's the only one that had time durations. At least this one doesn't have time durations. That's nice. Let's go get our coffee.
A hot cup of coffee isn't just for the early birds. The night owls. You know, coffee is not a must, but a calm and relaxed
Coffee
mindset
is
sure
absolutely
is.
a must, you psychopath. What are you talking about? Coffee is an absolute must. Good. Let me see. It's oddly fitting that I'm doing the thing with the one screen hero, F, Phoebe, and Brant. I'm skipping both, but I will be pulling SK Waveband in 2.1. What's that? What's SK? What's that? GT? SK Wavebands. Shorekeeper?
Lone Syndicate said people are saying 4-piece Woodpecker and 2-piece Inferno Metal is her best disc.
Let me see.
Eradicate.
Gnawing Fetus said give me coffee or give me death.
I agree.
GTTMH said they leaked the resonator that will be good with Froliva and my god the jugs. SK is Shorekeeper.
Oh, they leaked the thing? Oh, where? Where did you see those leaks, GT? Can you post them in our Withering Waves tab? They leaked the resonator that will be good with Pyrolo. Who's that? Who's Pyrolova? And my god, the jugs, Shorekeeper. SK is Shore. Okay, SK is good. Yeah, I'm curious. I've seen a lot of the leaks. I've seen the brand leaks. Centurella? Who's that? Is that the Archon-like character? Is that what you mean? Centurella. Huh. Give me a quick sec. I want to look this up. Let's go with face cam. But they leaked their face? I did hear people say, like, refer to a character coming in Withering Waves that was weirdly endowed, and I thought they may have been Animo. There it is. Let's see. I'm not seeing any leaks of her. Any images, at least. Oh! Yeah, that's not what I expected. Ooh, she's an ice. What does she do? She's a Havoc? They fucking with us. She does look like she would be better with a Shorekeeper. Why didn't they give us a pixelized version, man? It doesn't really look well endowed to me. Looks kind of just like a person, you know? Also, why are these leakers like fucking making it pixeled? Just show us. Why are you fucking holding it on me? What? Is like the devs leaking it? I don't know. That would make sense if the devs are leaking it. They're like, hey, we kind of keep it a little bit in the thing. I think I can show you guys this. It's a blurred image. New image. This right here.
GTTMH said trust she had the jugs.
She doesn't look like she has the jugs, but sure. And she's Animo? Trust she has the things. We will have HD next beta. Okay. Might not have better quality pick yet. Maybe. It's kind of weird though. That yeah. She should be able to get to 2.3. We're never getting fucking Fire Guy Scar. I'm definitely pulling her. It's a low res picture though. We will have HD next beta. Trust me, she has the data. Can't wait to pull her for that. So is she an ice character? What is the rumor saying that she is? Can't wait to pull her for that. I found images.
McFlufferkin said I found images of her in clear quality.
Oh. Well, fuck. Yeah. Huh. Is it a full image, or is it just like that one, but in clear image? Because you can demosaic something, actually.
Lone Syndicate said she looks like she could be Shorekeeper's older sis.
Yeah. She definitely looks like she's probably like the connected to the Shorekeeper in some way. Like she'd complete her. But the Shorekeeper gives a shit ton of critical rate, so I wonder what she does. She's like a light DPS, maybe? It's been a minute since we've had a light DPS. Ugh. Still think we need a fucking Animo of DPS, way more. Never mind, guess there are better picks. Yeah, maybe. She looks like she has the Shorekeeper. Oh, yes. Yeah, she's Havoc, which is hilarious. She doesn't look Havoc at all. She looks like fucking Ice or something else. Also, what did you say beforehand? Says, people are saying you need to go 4-piece Woodpecker, which is... Where's Woodpecker at? I think I've seen that Lone, where isn't that the one that's like not quite damage heavy?
GTTMH said nah, she looks like she could be related to the Rosemary character in Renashida.
Okay. Oh, Renacida. Okay, yeah. It's funny how it said Renacida. Nah, she looks like she could be related to the Rosemary character in Resident. Weird. They look very like similar. The Woodpecker one, which I've seen people do, which is like landing a critical hit gives you like a spike of damage, I believe. Actually, maybe it's different. Landing a critical hit on an enemy with basic attack, dodge, counter, EX special attack increases your equipment by 9 for 6 seconds. This buff duration for... That's it? It just gives you a little bit of attack? That doesn't seem great. That doesn't seem great. And what, 2-piece fire? So the 2-piece fire set and then the 1-piece that. Yeah, because the burn one sounds great, but it gives you like a shit ton of critical rate, which she kind of caps out at very easily. Huh. Well, what domain would be that? Would enhance that?
Hey, don't look down on me.
I don't know. I don't know. I'll worry about grinding those discords last. I'm hyped. No one Kuro. I know she'll be good at. Yeah, I'm curious, man. I hope. What's her name? The shield lady with horns. White hair, tie that's in buttons on shirt that's keeping everything in. That thing. She's one that I'm excited to get next. But I'm also excited to get Brant. Brant looks like a ton of fun to me. And again, I really want to build a good Scar team, like whenever he comes out, unless he's fucking Havoc and they just ruin my life. But yeah, hopefully it all works out. All right, let's jump into. We're just trying to get enough fire resources, and with there being an event that goes on with resources, I think that's good to do. Is there? No. Oh no, it's this. Ah, fuck. Okay, we gotta spend 2 points into this. Where's the damn critical one? Is this it? Upon entering combat. No, that's different. There's a different one. Where was the swing jazz one? I've never farmed for it. So is it the fire one? Shield, fire, electro. Well, that's interesting. What about this? Fire and damage, electro, this, special attack, assist attack. No, it doesn't really, that's not what she does. Where is the critical, the swing jazz song, bitch? Is it this? Energy recharge. No, it's fucking elemental stuff. Is that it? No, it's entering combat. Is it this? This is it, okay. Woodpecker, what else do we doing with this one? Defense. Upon receiving receiving an enemy attack, you lose HP. Yuck. I guess that could be good, but I don't know anyone who like wants tankers like that. Also, I guess I'll do this and then this. Go. Also, actually, I finished on my coffee off, dude. I haven't been drinking at all.
Lone Syndicate said it's best to just craft the Woodpecker set.
How? Okay, before we actually start this and put money towards this loan, how this is how much stuff I have, which I think is a lot, but I don't know if like I'm gonna show you my resources and show you if I have a chance of actually like getting enough of those things right off the hop. Because I do plan to like build her pretty, like I plan on dumping resources into her until she's built. Rough sentence, but it is what it is. This store, music store, I think is what it's called. Yeah, let me. I'll show you. I don't know if I have a lot of resources. I don't think so. But I have 18.4, whatever that is. That much for tuning for that. I have a ton for this though. If only I could convert the shitty disk drives into like 5-star disk drives, I'd be cooking, but I don't think I can. Unfortunately, I think it's every 5 you get a random thing, so maybe there's that could save me, possibly. I don't know. I have a decent amount of this, but do I have enough to like hard focus one of those artifact sets and be fine? I can. I have enough. Oh, I can. I can condense all of these into like 5 stars. Oh. How? Do I do it through the crafting menu?
I'll be waiting for your next.
This is the
Would it be
path
through
I
storage?
follow.
Oh. It says right here, craft. Oh. I can make 700? Should I do this? I didn't know I had that many. Is this a bad thing to do? Yes, says Raid. I'm looking for one other person just to push me over the edge. I don't know why there would be a reason why you wouldn't put them all into... I did not know. I did not know. My legs hurt so much. No, do it. All right. Oh, my legs.
Lone Syndicate said you use all of you better.
Gnawing Fetus said full send it.
You use all of you better. What does that mean? Oh, my legs. So now we have 1,000 of those. Okay, so now, yeah. Okay, so then... what do I spend my points on then? Because it's a special, like, thing event. I guess I put it into Maya B because she can use it, I guess. But we need to spend our, like, a little bit into the other thing.
This is the path I follow.
I'm not hitting the right buttons. This. What do I dump my things into? Because there's a special event here. Do I just keep putting it into Maya B, or do I put it into the fire set? Because I need some fire things. God damn it. Does the fire one at least have good shit in it? No, where's the fire one? Am I blind? I think it's this. Is it this? Pen ratio and fire. That's not terrible. I know. That way I'm also building Rena. That's not terrible. Yeah. Start dumping into that because I need something to farm artifacts for. But if I give all of my artifacts for her, then that should be something. So if I use all those disk drives to get those cracked out stats I possibly can for her day one, that'd be something. You can also stream it, and you guys can tell me what the hell I'm doing. Woo! Some of this.
Relax. I'll leave some for you.
Gotcha.
Did I miss one of my hits? Sure. Do some of this.
Solid hit.
Some of this.
Flames fade, ashes remain.
And to finish it off.
My blade is already.
It feels good to have, again, we're in a good place with both these games. I feel we're like strong-ish, kind of. I also want to quickly burn through this so that I can, I want to play some Marvel Rivals. Also, does anyone else feel weird about that? I'm looking at my mouse that's just sitting on my thing just like dead. It's just sucking up power, like burning power regardless of not doing anything. I feel like that's wrong. Like it should be plugged in. I'm not using it. Why would I let it not refill, I guess?
Okay.
Why? Please detonate. One anomaly thing. Sure.
A solid hit.
Back to you.
The light is but one step away.
Hold charge.
It's over.
Dude, lighter makes such a big difference in that thing. Oh, it's actually shitty. Ooh, I didn't think about that. Fuck. I guess I could put in Oni Girl. I don't know if she's gonna be comparable, but yeah, I realized that my lighter is gonna have to go with my one team. My what's her name? I do have Oniger leveled up though, at least, so there's not. We have some chance. We're gonna be kind of okay. Oh wait, I think I did it twice. That and then yeah. Okay, we shouldn't spend our money on this. We need the fabled fire stuff, fire upgrade ascension. You know what sucks, guys? Withering Waves. It's gonna be Phoebe first. So there's gonna be like the Italian lady, Italian child, tiny child. Then there's gonna be Phoebe, slightly older but still a child, mage lady. And then there's gonna be Brant. So we got like, yeah, it's bad. It's bad. We'll be waiting for a while, unfortunately, when it comes to Withering Waves. But we'll wait, and when our time comes, we'll go for it. Did 2 clears of that. We need to get the thing. Nope, no. I hit the wrong buttons. This. By the way, I have not still played a lot of, Marvel Rivals. I really do want to. Again, it drives me nuts that I still just haven't put my head down and grinded through it. Because I do find, like, I'm understanding the character's abilities. I just don't have enough game sense, you know? Like, I don't play enough games to understand shit. I do, oh, yeah, maybe. I kind of wanted to, yeah. So I haven't told you guys, next week, the whole premise is that we're going to try to get good at a video game, which is going to be tough. And people like Kat, who have grinded For Honor, people like Fluff, who have grinded ranked already, people like Alone, who've already grinded rank and stuff like that. I'm going to need you guys to try to tell me and help me in some capacity. Do I rewatch my games to improve? What do I do to try to make a dent in improving my, average-ass, old, has-been, retired...
Raidnade said, yeah, I haven't been on Rivals for about a week.
You haven't? Yeah, I haven't been in Rivals for a bit, yeah. To me, I do feel like it is a game that is pretty pocketed. Like, I don't mind, like, you just jumping into it for a little quick sec and then go and do something else. It doesn't feel like a game where you have to sink into, like, the rounds are, like, a round, a couple seconds. Yeah. It's not terrible in that sense. Let us do... Oh, we still have resin. Yeah, I just need to do a little bit less fire, but just not as much. Take off that. Good. Save. Run. I should just let you, like, spend what you want. It feels weird that, like, hey, do you want to, like, change it and do that? Why not just do it immediately? But the characters that I am choosing for Marvel Rivals to focus on, and again, in my experience, it's good to be liquid until it's not. Until you have fucking no understanding of any character, because you constantly shift and change settings and shit like that, it's a mess. Now, the first character that I am hell-bent to get good with, because I really enjoy her kit, I think she, out of all the characters in Marvel Rivals,
11,234 said, when I want to improve in For Honor, I actually do a mix of 3 things.
Spanish.
1. Watch people who are good on YouTube.
Do that.
2. Training mode on specific things, like parries. 3. Play over and over and over.
That's the one that I haven't been doing as much, because I just haven't had as much time that I've wanted to spend on it, because, yeah. But the characters that I'm going to, we're probably moving over to the one character now. Actually, in fact, I think we're done. I think we can tap out. I'll do the defense thing later. Did I collect all that? I think I did. This, nice. We got 2 of these done. I do think I'll get the season pass because on this game, because they were basically there. We've maxed it out, so we got 3 days left, and I think it's better to do this because I do plan on going a little bit harder for Evelyn. We still got plenty of time to recover our pool. We're already at what the fuck are we at? We're almost at 10k, so it's possible, but we haven't gotten our ass handed to us in this game beforehand, so we need to have an overkill to ensure anything, or hope for anything. But we also have this, apparently, this. Alright, but let me move over to Marvel Rivals and tell you guys the characters that we are going to try to main for next week. So, I had to, again, oh, sorry, you guys are in a weird thing. Face hand there. I do not like picking characters. This is just a weird, like, thing in my head. But I do not like picking characters that are, like, super used. Because I feel like I can't really play them. And I also feel like there's no real fun playing a character that's, like, Giga S tier because, I don't know, because I don't know, I feel like the ones that have, like, weird nuance and, like, shit like that, nuance is the wrong word, like, it feels neat to have, like, multiple options. And usually what defines someone as an S-tier character, I think, is usually because they have, like, really good abilities for, like, 2 things and then some other weak abilities. But if you have any of the other characters that can alleviate those weaknesses, you're fucking cooking. And then there's a version of, like, SS tier, which is characters that, like, have no weakness, it seems like. Or, like, they have a solution for everything, and they just genuinely seem crazy. Like Doctor Strange, to me at least, comes across as that. Of like, his character seems like he's pretty fucking up there, tuned wise. But the characters that I think I'm choosing, and I kind of want to talk to you guys about it at some point this week to kind of iron it out. And I might regret this because, you know, some of these characters might be harder to play and all that stuff. I'm trying to get my keyboard going. There we go. So now I can actually move it properly. Good. Oh, before I do that, I probably should. I don't have enough room on my big desk. My desk is huge, so it's weird. Oh. This here, I guess, and then we'll move this here. There. It's kind of going to be hard to stream with this because it's kind of, yeah, a little bit messy, but hey. All right, this. Let's go to practice arena so I can show you guys the characters that we're going to be playing. Shit. Shit. Fuck. Shit. Can you guys guess one of the characters we're going to be manning? Shit. Fuck. Also shit. All right. Oh, also, yeah, I changed the sprint to do that. Oh, my keyboard's waddling. Oh, no. Oh, no. Can I bite the ledge like that so that I can... It doesn't... Yeah. Because of my weird my thing, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All right, let's go down here. By the way, this is the best asset in the entire
Lone
game.
Syndicate said, fantastic cap and Squirrel Girl.
That's just fucked up what you did to me. Guess what I'm doing? Okay. All right. So, the characters I've fucking shit. The characters I've chosen to try to main are as followed, okay? The first one is Squirrel Girl. Lone did get it, but you don't know what the other ones are going to be. First of all, this is the coolest thing in the entire game, which I wish I knew about sooner, because it's exactly what I wanted, and it was here the whole time. Where is she? Boom. Boom. You can basically set up all this stuff. You can say fixed random. I like random as far as distance stuff. A little bit shorter would be nice. Dynamic, we'll keep that on. We'll also go with horizontal, because I guess we'll go with random. And then we'll go with normal's fine. Timer, take that off. This. So what this does, and we could also pick, we don't want to pick Squirrel Girl. We want to pick someone who, let's pick Shield Lady. Yeah, maybe Shield Lady. So when you get all that set up, you can actually activate this, and it will spawn enemies that basically like walk around like that. Isn't that helpful? So then you can shoot at them and kind of be able to track a little bit better. It's kind of a really actually useful like mechanic. Also, it's just like there's no map in the game that is this distance. Like even this is abnormally far from like what most objective type gameplay things are. So the first character that we're going to be doing, like I mentioned, is Squirrel Girl. The reason why is because I genuinely think, ladies and gentlemen, this is me, again, been wrong about a lot of stuff with Marvel Rivals. not a savant by any capacity. But to me, I think Squirrel Girl has the perfect kit in the game. She has great damage. She has, unfortunately, a little bit of a bigger hitbox. She also has now a really good competent ult that can actually scale fairly well if you know where to put it, which is pretty good. She also has a stun. She also has an ability that gives you back your other abilities, one or the other, which lets you basically like stun two people and all of those weird variables. So she can escape. She has good damage. She has good positioning. She has the ability to reset her magazine and stun people. So she can also be like a team player. She's like a support, and also unlike other DPSs, I think she is just like amazing to play alongside. Like if you're playing with a Captain America, or not Captain America, sorry, like a Winter Soldier, and he's not hitting his shots, or he's not like pulling people in or doing all those weird things, then he's just like undercooked. Where even if Squirrel World is played somewhat badly, she's usually able to, like, at the very least, and she can do so much more than this, I think, she can aerial denial, and she can also just weaken the shit out of every enemy. And because she's always kind of doing damage, because she has, like, an AoE projectile kind of thing, she also builds ult charge really fast. All these things are great, I think. Now, the issue is this. Holy motherfuck is... a hit scan weapon really nice in this game, and how hard it is to hit someone with a ranged projectile. You think it's fast. It is kind of fast, but if you aim where they are, you're dead. Like I'm aiming at her head. I'm aiming at her head. Just the slightest movement, you're boned. No dice. So what you need to do is, and this is what I was learning when I was doing the training arena stuff, you need to like predict where they're going to go, and you need to actually shoot where they're going to be. And I kind of am rusty at this because I haven't done this in a little bit. But yeah. Now, that's the other thing that I've seen. But I watched a shit ton of guides on Squirrel Girl because I'm like, I feel like she gets melted really fast, and even though she in my head has everything I want as far as kit wise, I don't feel like I'm able to like, one, secure a kill a lot of the times, and two, just kind of feel like the ball's rolling. You know what I mean? It feels a little fucky. So I watched a bunch of guides. I found a bunch of cool things, like you can basically shoot the shit out of this, and you're good, and you're kind of lowering down your damage. I'm already kind of doing one of the things that what you should do with Squirrel Girl. But anyways, we're low on resources.
McFlufferkin said, fitting she wears a flight bomber jacket, as you're learning how to lead your targets, just like you would in an aerial dogfight.
She has 2 bullets left. Yes, yeah. She has 2 bullets left. So what you can do, which I didn't know, you can actually eat your little peanut thing and recover your entire ammunition. So you're basically good to go there. And then you have like cooldowns in which you can bounce, get some airtime. If you needed to escape, you could, and stuff like that. And then, of course, she has her giant nut that she can stun people, which honestly doesn't last. You can't really make too much use of. It's more like for your team. If like an enemy's running away from your melee enemy, you can do that. But anyways, what I see a lot of people do, which I think is the fuck up. I've even seen people who are like really good Squirrel Girl mains do this, which I don't know why, but they shoot for like they basically try to lead them and shoot for the chest, which is good because you do more damage when you get a direct impact on the chest. But I found way more luck aiming at the feet and just constantly like melting them down that way. And you can also predict where they're going to land much easier. And even if you miss, you don't really miss because the ball basically lands near them and you're still doing some damage. And that's kind of what you're trying to do anyway. And you can kind of predict if you like look at their feet anyway, they're kind of telling you where they're going to go anyway, which is quite helpful. And then you can actually like strengthen things together. And then also for her ult, you actually don't want to aim at the enemies. You want to aim at the closest nick thing that can kind of auto lock to the enemy. And it'll keep going back and forth like this, which is quite good. The issue that I think I have, and this is where I think I need to develop like game sense, is I need to know, because I do find like Squirrel Girl does really good when she's positioned. So basically also what I'm doing when I'm aiming is I'm just aiming at their feet. So I'm like the center of their thing is not what I'm aiming at. I'm aiming at their like their toes. Because the worst case scenario, it bops and it goes not that far. Also, I'm not aiming with the cursor at all. I'm aiming with this weird feeling of like where they end up hitting, and all that stuff. And also because I have this new controller, hitting the mouse buttons is a little fucky, so I might biff it a little bit with that. But yeah, I find this is helpful, just being able to track enemies. So that's the first character we're gonna go with because I think she is the most complete character. She's not like overly cooked, but everything that she does is like everything that I need a DPS to do. And if you do all those things right, I've seen people like just get nuked by her. And also, and this is something that pissed me off because I've seen a bunch of people like grief people who were playing Squirrel Girl and like shit on them because they're like, oh god, we got a Squirrel Girl on our team, which is crummy in general. But what do you call it? The thing that to me was frustrating was Squirrel Girl on your team is like infinitely better than like a shitty Cap, or not shitty Cap, I can say Cap, a shitty any other hit scan character, because she's basically just pumping damage all around everyone. And that used to be a problem because Squirrel Girl basically just like continued to lower Captain America's shield or Strange's shield, or like deal okay damage but not secure kills, which I think is like the tipping point of like Squirrel Girl being like okay to being fucking amazing, is if you can actually hit enough shots to where you actually are putting people on the ground. Anyways, the negative to Squirrel Girl was basically that she let everyone be healed, and that gave supports their ults so much faster, so it didn't actually provide that much benefit. But because Squirrel Girl is in this, at least from what I've seen, she's able to get her ult good, like enough now to where she can, like if you put her squirrels in like the right area while there is a defensive ult happening, it's enough to basically eat or cannibalize the defensive ult, so where like so long as you're still doing damage to them, you're able to knock them over the edge and kill them, which is kind of neat. So it's no longer a weird trait of like, well, if you have a Squirrel Girl, they're just going to be feeding the supports to become even more strong than they already are. Where now the ult is, like, it can track a little bit, it has decent damage, people don't know how to shoot at it still, so on and so forth, that it actually can be competent and be good. So, again, Squirrel Girl is number one. The character that I wanted to play a lot and also get good with is her. So that's what we'll be doing all of next week, and probably a little bit today and tomorrow. And maybe not tomorrow. Tomorrow's a VR game. The day of Saturday, as well as just hanging out and talking about anything. I do want to have like a Saturday stream where we're just hanging out and talking, so we're always having to play a game in the meantime. But the other character that we are going to be maining, so that one I'm locked in. So like these other two, I'm kind of open a little bit more about. The other character is Mr. Fantastic, which has been dubbed by the community as, like, fucking horribly awful. I have never seen such a unanimous hatred for a character, even when people play against him, and people saying he's garbage. This character is, I think, the most polarized character in the entire game. I get it. Because there's some games where you're playing Mr. Fantastic and you're like, I'm a god. There's other games where you're playing and you're like, I just exploded. I hate this character. My ult is dog shit. I do hope... This is the thing. So my brain works in weird ways. So when I see Squirrel Girl, I think she is not OP enough to where she won't be consistently that good all the time. Meaning, she doesn't really play off of like a this is what my frustration with Cap a little bit. She doesn't play off of like a companion system or like a matchup to be good. She's just kind of good right now. She's solid. And I don't think they're going to like tune her down. She's like right in this nice wiggle room of like, if you invest in her, I don't think people will like quickly choose to play her because she's not like Giga S tier. But she's also good enough to where she seems competent, essentially. So she seems like a good investment. It's kind of weird, but yeah. This guy, I also think is a good investment. I think that when we get, I'll be able to play with him. I'll be able to train with him. I'll be able to get like, actually dedicate time to learning him without like getting my characters taken from me. And I've seen games where he does really good. I think this character would be like A+ if they fix his ult. I still think there are characters like Strange who do like 10 things amazingly well, and you're like, what the fuck is that about? You know what I mean? But anyways, also supports. I'd much rather like just them like increase the...
said Squirrel Girl doesn't really require her only team up to function well.
Yes.
Reed feels like he needs Sue for that team up bonus.
Yes, exactly. But if you do have Sue, it's insane. Like the amount of health that you can get with Sue's thing is insane. I do think they like people are finding it frustrating to play against him because he's so hard to kill and he's kind of annoying and all that stuff. He kind of like affects you, so like you can like pull enemies towards you. But I think if they decreased this to be like 2 seconds, I think I would personally like that too, and they increased its damage a little bit because he just has no lethality usually. He has like too much tankiness and not enough lethality. I think that would help him out a lot. And I think if they just made his bounces, like they cut it, like they need to weaken it while simultaneously buffing it. So if they made it so that you only have 3 impacts, but each impact it starts at like 80, goes to 100, and then goes to 105. I think at least that people would be like, okay, I can justify using this. But at least as it is, his ult is like, that's what's making people be like, he's absolutely worthless. Because alts, it's weird, like especially when you get to higher level elus and shit like that. Apparently alts are like the way you play the game. It's the way you kind of go back and forth and all that stuff. Although I'll be honest, I really do hope they increase the amount that supports need to do to get alt charge, because it does. I've seen like high level gameplay, which maybe you don't see when you're lower rank, but it just looks like so super unfun, where you're just stuck in a persistent like battlefield that's like constantly being held together by 2 enemies or 2 characters, and it just seems like you're just doing nothing, like you're seeing health bars just not move, and it just seems super unfun. And everyone seems to say it's super unfun. So I do hope they like turn, as much as I love supports to death. They're the best. Fuck yeah, that seems like it's just unfun. They like the constant like, it's just about getting to my ult charge. Like that seems like a flaw within the system a little bit, but maybe not. That's my own little bitterness with seeing like super high level play where I'm like, it's just not fun to watch. It's just a mess. But yes, what do you call it? Fluff. I just sent me a video which I quite enjoyed, which basically showed you how to like properly cycle this character and kind of like made me understand a little bit about how he's functioning. Also, my connection's terrible. This is one thing that terrifies me about like our stream week for this game is my internet's so fucking terrible that it just has such high highs and low lows. It has mediums and then lows, I should say. But yeah, it's chunking right now. So let's chat until it stabilizes a little bit. Also, this is unfortunately domestic violence. This is not my intention, but hey. Okay, so Fluff was showing me a thing where basically, maybe we can't. We gotta wait. Yep, we're just teleporting around. Fitting she wears a fighter tag with bombs. Yeah, I will say the one character, Squirrel Girl might be the only character that I'm willing to actually buy a skin for if they make her awesome. So right now she looks great. She looks like stylish. She looks like cultural, etc. Fun, stylish. I think is a good way to put it. But I want her to look like a fucking mechanized battle warrior with like a fucking giant helmet on. Like a cyber arm and shit, like a metallic tail. Like I want that. Like make her look like a Viking warlord, something. Not like I'm a pop person, which makes sense because she's a cartoon. Like everything about her is a cartoon. When she eats her squirrel nut, she has like fucking comic book signs that pop up her. I can't show her because we're not her. But yeah. But anyways, Fluff was showing me. Hopefully the internet's balanced out a little bit. But yeah, basically you can like do one attack, you build up some charge, and then you can hit him with this. It's getting tough. Yeah, it's lagging. At least it did it. And then we have enough charge. Then we go bop 2 people. Then we can. Okay. That's so. We're definitely gonna need to like walk away. There's gonna be like 2 games that have like shit internet connection, and I'm just gonna be like, I can't. It's just, I can't describe it as how frustrating that feels. You'd be like, what the fuck is going on? Anyways, yeah, I don't know what to do. I don't know, like, if I should switch to a server, if would that help? I don't know. It seems like it's just bad. There's also a reason why it's shitty. We have really bad winds here in Canada, so I'm not shocked. But it says it's fine in Oregon. No! Oh god, no! I misclicked. Fuck me dead, dude. Oh no. Well, we'll get back to what we were talking about. I guess this is a good time to try Squirrel Girl. Oh god. Also, very cringe of me to instant lock a DPS. I apologize. Yep. Rip.
Gnawing Fetus said rip.
Yeah. I actually didn't even want to play a game today. Let me down this so I can. Disgusting. Woof. Oh, creamsicle is tough.
Raidnade said this is so sad.
It's so sad. I'm trying to get my keyboard right. There we go. Good, we got Spidey. Oh no. Oh, it's so bad, guys. Oh my god, no. It's gonna get mad at me. Oh, it's gonna get mad at me so badly. It's gonna be like, you just quit the game. I'm like, I had 2 FPS. I was just killing my team. Like, at least if I leave, someone can join. My FPS is 2 because fucking Canada wins, dude. God damn it. Also, there is a tech with her. Alright, why did we do that? There's a tech where you can, like, cancel her melee. This is gonna be bad. The internet's so bad. Oh, I'm over here now. Great. I apologize in advance. Don't get fucking pulled off the ledge. Oh, no. Man, that's hell. If there is a hell, it's that. I'm so happy you guys can at least see this. So, like, this is so frustrating. What a bad call. We go. Also, it said I had good quality when I was in Oregon. That damn server. It's bad. My internet's 2 FPS. We even got the stun, which is what kills it. I'm also fighting demons. I should leave. I know it's bad. I feel like at least my team can find somebody. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Confirm. Yes, I would like and might face. You know, it's fine. I can't even cancel the game. At least someone else can get in there. That's tough. If that happens when we're gaming, it's gonna be a nightmare. Leaving a match early, this may penalize behavior persists. No, I know, man. I had 2 FPS. It was wrong for me to be there. I'd just be like a hindrance on my team. Anyways, I feel bad. I feel bad. It's terrible. Ugh. Back to what we were talking about.
Lone Syndicate said, I'ma go shower. When I come back, I'll join.
I don't know if we might not be still going at that point long. We might. I don't know. My internet's really shitty right now. Like, I don't know. We might just talk Marvel Rivals. You guys could play it while we're hanging out, but like, that's tough. It's not looking great. Is it okay now? I missed. It's so hard to miss with the thing. But yes. Okay, so back to what we were talking about. The second character that we're going to be choosing is Reed. Reed Richards, stretchy man extraordinaire. I did not expect to like this character at all, to be TLDR. I thought he'd be like kind of okay, or not for me. He in fact is pretty damn good, and shockingly, yes. Shockingly, yes. Great sentence, but yes, random. Maybe we shouldn't do random. Yeah, let's do random. Random is more realistic. Do this. Random. Normal's fine. No timer, please. That, and then apply. Good stuff. All right. So, why do Reed Richards? Well, because I don't know why. It's weird. One, he's not like giga broken. I don't think. Even if he fixes alt, there's still so many good DPSs and tanks. that just do that without having to kind of like earn it in a weird way, like have to just build up stacks and stuff like that. But the combination that to me was really fun that Fluff showed me, which is what I wanted to give Fluff some credit, was you can basically melee and then you basically grab someone, and if you miss, it's okay because you can still body bop, punch, body bop, and then you're still maxed out stacks. So even if you miss that thing, you can just do a damage attacks in between those, and that can be pretty good. And then as soon as you're done doing this, you can basically retreat like this. Give yourself a couple seconds. By the time you're back, you're ready to rip again. You can do that twice, do this, then dodge again like this. The only thing I do think is maybe a good, like a reasonable thing, is you're not doing a lot of damage with your body block on enemies compared to the damage or the healing you're given to your allies. Basically, you can infinitely chain this. And if you wanted to be really crazy about it, you could basically do this, this, then this, and one more of those. I probably should do a punch in between this. And then, now that we have full things, we can activate this, which does 2 piece of shit damage, but if they ever do buff it, then we're going to be eating pretty, and it's going to be good. And yes, we're doing 2 damage, and it's so bad. It's so terrible. I haven't seen one person who has said it's incomparable in any capacity, and yeah. Also, you can animation cancel a lot with this character, which is one of my favorite things about him. Let me see if I can show you guys up here. But yeah, basically everything can be animation canceled but you do have to, it's weird, you have to like spam the buttons in order for it to kind of happen. So you can punch and then grab immediately and then pull, which you don't have to go through your whole like attack combination to do that. What was the other one? You can, I think, body block, but the body block one was weird. You can punch, body block, punch, quickly body block, and then you're back into it. But that body block one is weird because it doesn't seem faster, but I do think it is. So Reed is on the table. Why?
McFlufferkin said it's more or less his optimal tank mode rotation.
Yes.
His ult does more damage with every slam, 3 by default, 6 if you damage someone with each bounce.
Yes, but people looked at the numbers. People thought it started off at like 80. It doesn't. It starts off at like 50, and then it works up through like the 6 bounces to finally get to 100 at the top, which is insane. I don't know. Maybe they're like, he has too much sustain. He needs to have something that gives. But, and I think this is like the problem where like most people who are lower Elus don't hate Mr. Fantastic because he has so much health. But when you get to higher Elus, I think, people just immediately like lock onto you. And they just can like, people have dubbed it, at least in my circles, I'm watching YouTube videos of you explode. You basically just explode. Meaning you're like, even if you're a tank, 2 DPS is focusing you, 3 DPS is focusing you, you're gone immediately. So it doesn't really matter that you're doing that. And honestly, the fact that like if you're a big ass tank that doesn't consistently regenerate health, that's tough. I think that's why like Thor works really well, is because Thor can like by doing any of his actions, he's getting like 150 health, 150 health, 150 health. Same thing why Cap is really good, because he can kind of get in, deal some damage, and then leave. Cap's probably the worst example because he doesn't have any like sustain besides his ult. His ult's the one thing that's like not DPS and is like a recovery metric. So now. But sorry, let me finish off Reed. Reed, I really like his gameplay. He feels super fun to play. Like I people talk about this, but like there are certain characters where like that was just really fun. He feels that way, at least to me. So I kind of why I'm playing him. I also think there's some sustain in investing in him, because I don't think even if they do buff his ult that he will be someone who people pick regardless of anything. I still think he'll be kind of like a tier, A+ character. Right now I think he's like a B tier character that can be A tier if he gets his ult fixed probably. I just don't know if I put him above like I think A or S tier is like strange, or even Magneto I think would probably be like A tier or something crazy. Anyway, but what was I gonna say? Yeah, that's basically it. Also, we kind of need a tank character to so this is the other thing. It would certainly make sense. It would certainly make sense that the third character we pick is a healer, right? It would make sense. And it would be really cool of me to not be one of them people that only go with deep. Honestly, to me, I find myself to be a tank character. I find more, maybe it's fucked up because I'm not very good at like tanking yet, because I don't have any. I think tanking is largely like understanding the battlefield, like having a lot of data points in your head of knowing like, okay, when the enemy moves over here, I should probably like keep an eye on my support and like keep them safe and like gain aggro and not be selfish and back up when I need to. It's not about getting kills, it's about like becoming a problem and making sure that the DPSs don't have pressure on them. All these things. I haven't gotten that yet, but I do just like the feeling of like it sounds weird, but like bullying people. I feel like DPSs kill people, tanks bully people, and it feels pretty fun to bully people. That's also why I like Reed.
McFlufferkin said not sure how far out he'll be. but I figure you'll enjoy
Yeah.
Ultron. Perhaps practice with
Yes,
Loki in the
exactly.
meantime.
So there was one character that out of all of the characters that I enjoy, I think Loki's the one, or not enjoy. Sorry, out of all the healers that I'm thinking about playing, I like the idea of Loki the most. I also think he feeds into what I'm going to be practicing, which is basically like Squirrel Girl is kind of an anchor. She's not like meant to be. I don't know. I can see her like you're trying to get like a sight line to then put like bombs down a place and try to get kills when you can. But I don't know if you're going to be like in the people's faces, jumping around. You don't have that high of recovery for your talents to be able to do that. At least I don't think. But Loki seems like he's kind of like grounded, like I think she'll be. I think Squirrel Girl is like locking down a position and like Hail Marying bombs. And I think if you're wanting to get like really good at Squirrel Girl, I think it's. I genuinely think the difference between like a fucking Giga tier Squirrel Girl and then like a okay, I won't be too mad that she's on my team because she's weakening enemies, and if you're a DPS then you can just finish off the kill if you have like a hit scan weapon like any of the hit scan characters. I think the difference between like okay Squirrel Girl and like fucking you're amazing, you're like carrying the game is one variable: getting a kill. It's not, you can weaken everybody, but you get like 3 hits and her attack speed is not that fast to where you need. That's why I think if you aim at the feet, you have the chance of like doing that bop 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 and you do enough damage where you can kill people. Whereas if you aim at the chest, you just whiff and you don't get 1 hit and you just lose. At least if it bangs off and shoots and you just get the AoE hit, you still do some damage enough to kill things. Anyways, that's my theory. I may be wrong. Anyways, yeah. So if there was out of all the healers, I think I would want to go with Loki. But, like I said, you know how I mentioned how Reed was like one of my favorite characters to play, Well, he's not the favorite character for me to play, but the character I like to play, I'm not very good at. And I've watched videos. I need to like wipe my brain and just focus on one of those things. The character I like to play the most in the game is the character you guys see always play here, which is a tank. His name is Captain America. I'm Canadian. It's weird that I like this character so much. Anyways, boom. I like Cap a lot. I find out of all the characters I like to play, he satisfies my ravenous bloodlust, and I need to get that reset and do something else. He is also a character that I don't think will ever be... Well, I think I can be... Even if they buff him, I don't think they'll buff him to make him, like, better than... what is his name? Better than... Doctor Strange or Magneto, which are like the character that everyone plays in rank because they just have certain benefits that make them really good for like high competitive. The advantages that they give you are super good. But I do think it'd be cool if he had some quality of life stuff because he seems to be pretty low on like even the player list. And it makes sense. He's kind of like you need to get 2 hits just to be able to do damage.
McFlufferkin said, "Let's be fair here. Sure, he represents the USA." But he's called Captain America, and we're North Americans.
That's true. That is true. Although I will say I'm not in support of this weird America-Canada thing that's been talked about a lot recently. Anyways, I don't know. Anyways, if we had all the healthcare benefits that we have in Canada, and then we just kind of cool people like Americans, I might be down. And we got some guns, that would not be terrible either. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I want to get good at Cap. So I would like him to be my second thing, okay? My third one. But I need... also, again, my reasoning is that I think he'll get buffed. I don't think the buff will make people, like, hard pick him, so I think he's a character that I can invest in. Because all 3 of these characters are not, like, Giga S tier, because I think there are characters that are, like, good. But I think... I don't like playing S tier characters. I feel like they're going to get taken from me. Like, I think, like, if I like this character and they're that good, I'd probably go be able to use them. You know what I mean? It's just the way my brain works. So yeah. I think even with a buff that hopefully Cap gets eventually, maybe not, then he'll be good. And yeah, and I have watched videos, a lot of videos, man. I watched so many videos, and Cap's gameplay either looks like the coolest thing on the planet or like you're doing nothing, like in comparison to the grand scheme of things. It is hard to watch sometimes. Like even people who are like, I'm S tier, fucking, this is what like Grandmaster lobbies look like as Cap. It looks horrible. It looks awful. There's some moments where it's good, and other moments where it just looks god awful. And yeah, the ones that I've seen that work good is like when we were watching Fluff play a little bit. Also, when I was watching everyone else say, everyone agrees that like the point of Cap is to basically do this. I have no fucking thing, guys. It's terrible. Anyways, is to do this. throw your shield whenever you can. It comes back in 7 seconds. You'll be able to throw your shield again. I think it's 8 seconds because it doesn't show you the 8. Do that on the back line. That will weaken enemies. How did I die? Oh, I fell off the world. Man, the internet's terrible. It's so aggravating, too. Anyways. Yeah. So, we're running. Nope. We're just... Oh, I hate it so much. There's nothing more anger-inducing than bad ping. It's also crazy because, like, my stream is good, which I'd rather have, but, like, the game is just like, nothing left for me. Thank you very much. So, yeah, the idea of cap is, like, you basically be a pest, you pluck people, but I do feel like, man, if, like, you're trying to basically get a support that's being dumb. But maybe not.
McFluffikins said, oh no, he slipped on Squirrel Girl's errand nuts.
Errand nuts. And it's funny because one of these characters, like if I was trying to be smart, like if I was trying to make it so that like, hey, pick these characters, Grin. If you pick them, you will be a solid teammate, like Punisher or something like that. Like if I pick Loki, what is it called? Strange, and then maybe not Strange. Strange, I think will get tweaked eventually. Squirrel Girl, no, sorry, Strange, Punisher, or Winter Soldier, and then what was the other character? Oh, and then Loki. I think that'd be grooving. I think that'd be like you'd be able to do good. Instead, I pick characters that to me are fun to play, and I don't think we'll get like robbed.
GTTMH said Carlotta and Shangli skins in 2.4. I'm about to buy Carlotta's.
Ooh, I didn't know
Face
that.
orange
Nice.
biting nails.
I'm curious.
Face orange biting nails.
Do this
Face orange biting nails.
Do the skins look like actually crazy? Like they actually change like the mesh of the person and such? Because I'm waiting for them to see skins like that. Like if there was ever a character that was like a normal guy, but then they released a skin where like he's wearing like knight's armor or some shit, like techno knight's armor, that to me would be like, oh, you've actually changed like a lot about the character, not just like, hey, you gave them a different color palette, kind of a little bit. I'm hoping that they eventually get to that in Withering Waves. But anyways, back to Marvel Rivals. The one, again, the reason why we're picking Cap also is because I think he's going to get a buff. I hope he's going to get a buff. I really hope. A lot of this is me being like, please make the characters I like functional or like really playable. But I've seen a bunch of stuff from like the Cap. Again, there's this person who's named Team Captain who's like notorious for being, I think, like one of the best Cap people in the thing. Again, it's funny. If you watch his gameplay, like again, don't never judge a character's like main by the gameplay that they upload. Judge it by their live streams, because you'll see them eat shit badly. Like they only ever upload like the good games. So if you watch like, oh, this is the duality of this character, where like, yes, there are moments when you do really good. Then there's moments where like no healer appeals. You can't really get in there. You're like trying to just build alt charge with this, hoping for your dear life that you build enough alt charge to be able to like use your thing and actually provide some value to the team. All that kind of stuff. But my third character is where I'm kind of unsure about. I'm pretty solid about Fantastic Guy because I think he's fun to play. I think he has the potential to be okay. And I also think he's going to get tweaked with his ult because everyone is like unanimously agreeing that it's just fucking awful. Unless the devs are like, fuck you, I don't care if the whole community says no. We say yes, and that's it. And that's not a very good signal, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. The third one, Cap, is the only one that I'm kind of like... I don't know. Because I do find I'm like, again, it's fucked up, but like the character that's probably in line with my brain the most is Unga Bunga, this guy. It's so bad. The internet's so terrible. Is Thor. The internet for the what do you call it? The Thor game is tons of fun. I can't even cast abilities. The internet's that bad. But yeah, you can like go in there. I know there's like nuance to Thor where like he's not just about like Unga Bunga diving at people. He's more about what do you call it? Like activating his special ability.
Bolty
and then...
said yo.
Yo, what's good, Bolty? We're deciding on next week's Marvel Rivals, whole week of Marvel Rivals and the character we're gonna play. We decided on Squirrel Girl. I decided, I should say. You guys didn't really. I figured this out before. Squirrel Girl, Fantastic, and Cap. Why? When I say it like that, it makes it sound like I'm fucking hellbent on using B tier characters. I know some people really don't like the whole like analogy of like F tier, S tier, things like that. I know people don't like it, but for me, It always just helps to like, again, I think I always think about it as like, we playing some game. Probably not. My internet's so bad, Bolty, I can't even like move. Like I'll start jumping around and it's terrible. Yeah, see, like no damage is being taken. I'm gonna snap somewhere in a minute here. Yeah, see, my internet's terrible right now. It shouldn't be like this. Well, it might be like this. I don't know. But we have like hurricane winds in Canada with crazy snowfall. So like it's amazing that we're even streaming right now. It's crazy. Not right now. He has super lag. Yeah, super lag. But what do you call it? Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm solid about Mr. Fantastic. I think he's fun. We're gonna eat shit, but at least that could be fun to like get good at him and understand him. Again, I think there's a buff coming from him. At least it's alt. Sorry. And I love Squirrel Girl. I think Squirrel Girl honestly doesn't need anything. I think Squirrel Girl is like one of the few characters that I think like should be the gold standard for like they do enough and they're balanced fairly well. The only thing that I would like change about Squirrel Girl is I would love it if you could like pull back the slingshot to make her balls move faster. That might be a little too OP though. Even if they just made her like squirrels that she launches stun, honestly, dude. No, I'm getting crazy. I was about to say the thing that she has where she like takes there's like a team up with Spidey and Squirrel Girl where she takes a nut and she has webs on it and she just swings it and it basically just like locks down like 3 enemies. It's a little OP, but yeah. But the only thing that's kind of fucky about her is her stun is super weird because it has has a lot of delay, and also it can get a little bit better when you hold down the charge, but also it's super like linear, like it doesn't have any thickness despite the fucking thing is huge. It doesn't matter. You can like thread it through an enemy and it won't get hit. Anyways, but I don't know, man. What do you guys think? We have to pick at least 3 or like no more than 3. Because 3 characters I think is good to get competent with. I do hate myself that we're basically picking like 2 DPSs, which one of them is kind of... We're picking like 1 DPS, 2 tanks. But I don't know, man. Yeah. Mr. Fantastic is, as an off-tank pick is not... Yeah, well, what do you call it? It's tough, Bolty, because... I watched, because these are my 3 characters, and I actually, like, I like them enough to want to go with them, so I've been, like, binging watching, like, every guide you could find on Squirrel Girl. I found fun things. Like, there's shit that's, like, I don't know, to me, it doesn't really move the needle, but it's fun. Like, Squirrel Girl has the mechanics where, like, if you shoot a bunch, am I low on damage? I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to show you guys through the lag. But basically, it's weird, if I reload and I punch, I lose out on the thing. So I can basically, like, cancel my reload. So it's like a split-second thing. So if you shoot, you have no bullets, you hit reload, and then you... Yeah, see, I messed up. You gotta punch it right when her hand goes up like that. And you're shaving off a millisecond, but it's actually kind of noticeable. You do reload, then you do this. That's kind of hard to see because we're lagging so much. But do this, and you shoot. You notice it when you're shooting a lot. Like shooting rapidly, you reload, no, I fucked up. You reload, this, punch. Yeah, it's a little moving of the needle, but hey, I have never had it this bad. It is tough. The lag. What was the other thing I was gonna say? Yeah, I'm not sure about the third one. I know I'm just reiterating myself because I can't play, so I'm just kind of like stuck in this hell loop. I'm waiting for someone to be like, man, you could get good with Cap if you. My only thing is that I feel like Cap has a fucking like a thing on him. Like there's like at least with Squirrel Girl, when I'm watching gameplay, I'm like, oh, this is what the dude did messed up on. Oh, when you're playing Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic also has moments where he's just like, you could have done there. You're exploding because it's just tough. Like you're playing a melee character, kind of. It's fucking. Anyways, but it's less. And then Cap is the character the most that I find. I watched and I'm like, you just exerted like 1,000% of your mental energy and you got 10% back.
McFluffigan said might be good to have backup picks just in case we end up with random players that auto lock your Vanguard or Duelist.
3? I think we're gonna get fucked up 3 times. It's also very... I don't know. I don't think there's a very high likelihood that we're going to get biffed when it comes to Fantastic, Squirrel Girl, and Cap. That's why I also pick them. Because I don't think they're anyone's first choice. Exactly. Squirrel Girl might be. Squirrel Girl's the only one that, like... I've recently seen some videos where people are like, she's cracked. Now that she has, like, a decent ult, it's insane. And I'm like, fuck! Stop, please! I mean being toxic, but yeah. I think we can also play Flex if you want to support. Yeah, no, that's the thing is like I feel like again, there are answers that, like, if I picked, like, 2 supports and maybe 1 tank or DPS, I think I'd be grooving. Like, again, out of the 3 characters I want to get good at, none is a hit scan weapon, hit scan character. That's also the other reason.
Bolty said it certainly won't be worse than my ranked games.
Maybe. It was bad? Was it bad, Bolty? I was going to say about, what do you call it? I wanted to play Storm, but she's way too poppin'. Like, way too poppin'. Not a chance. So she's like hella. Like, there's characters that, like, to me, when they're like a must pick for 10 people, I'm like, buddy, I'm not gonna be able to get good with this character. Like, that's all the point of next week as well, and the Marvel Rivals for me, is I want to get good at, like, characters that are A tier, essentially. Like when I say A tier, I mean, like, competent. Like, there's things that you can leverage and learn to actually make her really good. I think Storm is too hot right now, where she's, like, way too proficient. I think they need to, like, increase the rate in which she gets alt charge, and I think she'd be fine. I think the hit scan stuff is fine. She's still, like, she can still explode because she has a fucking cape and her hitbox is huge. But other than that, yeah. But regardless, none of the like, if we're facing a Storm, which we're going to be for sure, undoubtedly, or like I was playing a game with Squirrel Girl and I was getting fucking obliterated by Tony Stark. It was bad. It was like a Rule 34 post at this point. It was not great. What do you call it? It was, I couldn't hit him for shit.
Said not sure how soon they're coming, but there's Cyclops, Colossus, Jean Grey, Professor X,
yes,
Emma Frost, and Deadpool all leaked, unofficially confirmed.
I'm about to say, do you see?
Could see Charles as a strategist, Emma Vanguard.
I'm about to say, Xavier looking wild. I was kind of disappointed that they're not going to rock the fucking chair. Everyone's rolling out and you see Xavier. That'd be so fucking cool, dude. Oh. It reminds me so much of Battleborn, like the kind of like Xavier ripoff, the old man who's sitting in a chair, like fucking stunning people with his watch. So good. Fucking love Battleborn. Also, I didn't think I said it, but Battleborn, what am I saying? But no, he's playing like Xavier with like a fucking Giga helmet. Honestly, he looks very similar to the Fantastic's like evil skin, or like the Maker skin, which is pretty cool. Also, I think we can. Maybe that's a part of it. Let's go to leave. Maybe we can get some good internet. Oregon. Okay. All right. Oh, that's bad. That's rough. Tokyo, though, is looking like maybe we can. Yep. Yeah. The character that I'm hope the character like I'm all over the place. I'm not, again, we'll have to wait, because I was not excited for Mr. Fantastic at all, and then I played him, I thought, this is awesome. I quite enjoyed this. But the character that I'm most excited for is Ultron, because I think, like, that's, to me, I don't know, I really hope he's much more of, like, I hope he's more of, like, her, but I don't think that will be what people want. She has this ability where, to me, it's, like, the best, where, like, you can, not only do you apply
Lone Syndicate said I returned from the icy depths of hell.
What do you call it? She has the ability to like pop a heal on people, like this little orb that follows people. I love the idea of that. Like I really hope Ultron is more of like a drone character. Like I don't hope he's just like her. I have a feeling he's gonna be just like her, where she's just like she's a healer that can do a fuck ton of damage, because it makes sense. He's a robot man running at you. But I would much rather have Ultron be like a character where I can put drones on people and like Discord people. Kind of honestly very similar to Zenyatta. And yeah, maybe have an ult that's damage based instead of like a support ult, and I think that would maybe balance them out. Maybe even, honestly, dude, if you're a support character and you don't have a support ult, I think you're fine. It sounds fucked up, but like, yeah, I think if they gave a support, honestly, if they just did what she is, like great damage, can put drones on people, doesn't have the cooldown thing, but doesn't have a support ult.
Ultron is drone focused, both offense and support style. Okay. His ultimate, supposedly a swarm of both drones.
That's awesome. That sounds so fucking cool. Yeah. Kat says, the GRINN. I love to see you get really good at this guy. Well, based on my internet, it may be a thing that we can't have. Similar to me using a mace well. I use mace well, but it would be easier if I had normal hands. Guys, I have to use washroom, but we'll still talk about this. I need you guys to help me on the third pick. I kind of do want to choose... Fuck. How good is Loki? Let's come back, and we're going to look at Loki and read his skills, because I still don't know what he does. God damn it. let's look at Loki. Let's probably look at him through the thing, because I don't think I'm going to be able to move. Because we still have 2 FPS. It's not FPS, it's just lag. The frame rate's actually solid, but yeah. Alrighty, let's look. Heroes. Loki, our boy, our guy. Nope, that's Vanguard. Nope, I'm blind. I wish it was just fucking tank, support, DPS. It's stupid. Everyone it's like zombies in a video game where it's like, it's our version of zombies called Eaters or something. And I'm like, kill yourself. I hate you. Also, if we are going to play Loki, I want to get good at Cap, though. Anyways, that's my internal dialogue. But, like, Cap's so fun. And if Cap's going to get a buff, wouldn't you like to invest? Like, I feel cheated a little bit.
McFlufferkin said, what I love and hate about Elusive Realm in Wu-Wah and this latest event in Z's is how they give characters new moves and animations that are exclusive to those modes.
Yep. No, it's brutal. It's I think Wuthering Waves did something recently where I thought they, like, paid it back somehow. But I can't be sure. It was some weird thing. But yeah, I totally agree. Or like they gave you know how in like Wuthering Waves, when you do that one event, your echoes like do special things? Well, they introduced something called Nightmare Echoes, which don't do exactly those things, but do some of those things, which is pretty cool. They mostly just give you buffs, but like hopefully eventually in the future they do the same thing with Nightmare Echoes, and they give you like, yeah, this thing whenever you're doing an attack, it can summon an Inferno Rider to do like a follow-up attack. It's on a 10-second cooldown, but like that'd be really cool to farm for. But yeah, I agree. When it comes, same thing with Zenless. It's like, here's all these cool abilities. Like I think one is like when you activate Maya B's alt, it resets all of her like slashes, so you can just alt slash. Or there's one where like when you activate a charge, this one's the best. Out of all the ones she has, this is one I wish was in the thing permanently. But when you activate Maya B's an ice effect on an enemy, it like gives you one free activation of your skill. Cracked. Super good. So like if you just kept building the ability to detonate ice charges or ice effects on enemies, you'd be able just to get your stacks up infinitely faster. It might not actually be worth you building out a proficiency to basically have like just increase the level of stat application you can put on an enemy. Things like that. But yes. Grinn's 2ms ping still bad. All right, let's see what Loki does, because I still have no idea. This is out of all the characters I mess with. Oh, he's 4-star difficulty. That doesn't bode well for little old me. It's funny because some characters are like really low difficulty. Like I think Cap is I don't know. He seems maybe like it's like it's his kit is simple, but holy shit, is everything else complicated. Anyways, so he fires missiles. Very cool. Wish I could do it in the training arena. I can't. God of Mischief. Yes, so this is the one thing that's pretty cracked about him that everyone kind of comments on, but he can basically take the skill of any person. Pretty huge. Pretty fire. You gotta be careful with what you take. Support alts are very good. Same with DPS alts, depending on what you need. Yes. What is this rest stuff? So he is a healer. So what does he do? That's what I've seen people do, and it's fucking awful. It makes people unkillable. So it puts down these shards. They don't last long. Wow, that was not a long time. It was not a long time at all. I guess you do it when you have like when you hear a defensive ult popping. But also they need. Does it appear right? Let's see. Does it? It's also on an 18-second cooldown. Motherfuck. So he puts down this. It doesn't last a long time. Does it just find its enemies, or is it where I'm at? So do I need to like run into my friends and pop that down? Maybe. Project an illusion that can be cast of Loki's abilities. Okay. What? Project an image that can cast some of Loki's ability. Oh, okay, yeah, that's nice. So when you fire, I think your clones fire too. Okay, cool. Then he can teleport to one of them. Nice. Yes, I've seen this keep him alive like very much, and it's very annoying fighting Loki, especially if like no one shoots his clones because he just keeps popping away. And he can just keep healing the shit out of everybody. And I think Loki's wild. I think Loki's gonna be like a freakishly good character. Do you need line of sight in order to pop into one of your clones? Or can you just aim through, like, can you go through walls? I think you may need line of sight. That would be crazy if you could, like, put one on the, like, right beside a... Yeah, that would make sense. If you could put one right beside, like, a heal point, and then you just jump in there, that'd be crazy. You have... Really? Really, dude? You have a backstab that does 2 damage, and also, when the fuck are you gonna get behind someone? You crazy? Are you insane? You're not a flanker? This is stupid. This is one of those things where they're like... He's the god of mischief, I guess. Let's put a backstab. I don't know, dude. We gave him like a heal. fuck, I don't know. Yeah, sure, I guess. He's Loki. Yeah, you give him something that's Loki adjacent. You're like, okay. This is cool. This one's fire. Become invisible. Okay, wait, no, I call back. I've never seen someone use this. I've never seen someone use this, but that makes sense. Is it worth it, like going invisible to get out of someone, or just save yourself? Probably save yourself.
Said Loki's the TF2 spy. Confirmed.
Maybe, yeah, a little bit. Yanagi, Judgment Cut, and her hell. Yeah, I see that. Like where she just sits there and she holds her thing down and she starts slashing people. Yanagi is awesome too. I agree. Her kit's pretty great. I will say I don't know if I don't know. I haven't looked at her stuff. She also has like the lightning strike that just barrages people. All right, so we have team ups, right? What is this? What does it do? Sister Dearest gives us a buff. When Hela lands a hit, defeat any enemy, she can instantly what? Wow. That seems like a pretty powerful ability. I guess that's why people were playing Thor a lot. Because, yeah, Thor does feel like he kind of does get melted a little bit, but that's... Huh. All right, so what's the combo? What are they showing us? You go invisible. Immediately break your invisibility. Why? Because... That makes sense. Yeah. Then you just go to town. Did our internet stabilize so that I can play? Nope. It's still so bad. But hey. Wait a minute. Oregon. Take off Tokyo. Oregon, baby. What if I don't toggle any? Will it just do... No, I need to toggle one.
McFlufferkin said
Oregon.
team-up abilities
Hold.
is what helps Marvel Rivals stand up above and beyond what other hero shooters offer.
For sure, Fluff. I'm not sure if you agree with this statement, but I hope that they strive to make characters like Squirrel Girl, where I think she's balanced across the board, and then team-ups make her like much better. I don't like the idea that they kind of hinted at when they were talking about like the balance changes that they were going to implement, which is like, but wait until next season when like we might give Cap or something, or like a better example is this person. We're going to give her like a 30% damage bonus. It's like, yeah, but then the season's going to be over and the character that I invest in learning is going to be like kneecapped. I'd rather them be like better across the board. You know what I mean? And maybe some people don't think Cap needs a change, but I would love it. I would love if Cap got like something, just a little something. Quickly before my internet dies, where are you, Loki? All right. It's fairly hit scanny. Ooh, we do piss poor damage, don't we? I got you! I missed. I missed and they all died. All right, so we can put down some clones of ourselves here, and we can heal. Okay, so yeah, that's where it gets crazy, is when you actually can shoot multiple projectiles. And you can melt people.
McFlufferkin said seasonal buffs are one of the weaker aspects, but it's pretty much how they make it so we have a seasonal rotation of free heroes without actually locking them out.
Okay. Seasonal buffs aspect are pretty how they rotation of free heroes. Yeah, no, I know that. Yeah, no. To me, again, I don't want the. My fear is that they use it as like a kind of a cop out a little bit to be like, hey, we're basically not going to buff these characters or do these things because.
Gnawing Fetus said, if I remember right, his projectiles pierce.
Oh, wow. So that's actually really huge. That's a lot of like stacking DPS, I guess. And it's tough. Where do you put them? Yeah, putting them in the right place, I think is huge, or like would be super important for him. Can I get weird and put him in weird places? Oh, I can. Can I not? Oh, there. Yeah, that's crazy. And wherever they go, they shoot. That's pretty huge. I don't think you're ever going to get something crazy like that happening, probably. How many can I have total? Two. All right, two. We also have the weird cloak. How long does that come back? 15 seconds. Yeah, that's quite a bit. What happens if I use my Q? I can't. I need to be looking at somebody. Lame. We also have this, which is just an amp. So I think all of our clones set it up. Also wherever I'm standing, that just gives us a mass heal. I'm not loving it, if I'm honest. It doesn't feel very good. I mean, I see the power, I see the vision. It just doesn't feel very good. Is this why I don't see him more? Because he seems pretty powerful. Maybe I can learn to love it. Let's actually summon some enemies. I do think his damage could be like everything on paper is good. I just don't like the way he feels. That's what he said. How good is the damage? Not bad. It's a 3-shot.
McFlufferkin said I see the seasonal buffs as a double-edged sword. On one hand, they are testing the waters of longer-term adjustments, but it can also just result in characters waxing and waning with each season.
If they do that, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. Yeah, if that's, it's like when someone's like, no, but this is what it could be used for. I'm like, okay, so like if they give those effects to, let's say, Hela or something like that, like a 15% damage bonus, because people think that maybe she should be a little bit more running hot. Sure. Again, I hope that's the case. If that is the case, then we're grooving. But otherwise, I'm kind of worried about it. Yeah. Again, it's not that he's bad. I don't know. Maybe, guys, maybe I'm scum. Maybe I'm one of those people that only like to play a tank and sometimes a DPS, but doesn't have the heart of a healer, which is fucked up. I know that's a problem. I know that's toxic. But something about it feels off. Also, that's not what I want to do. I want to do this. Also, before we wind down completely, I do want to try one thing. Who's a character that will fight a lot? Probably Storm, yes, but she's too high up. I'm screwed if I fight her. Raccoon guy, too hard to hit. Sure, we'll go with you. All right, we're going to do this random. Turn this off. Turn this on. Random. Normal speed's fine. Okay, so there's this weird tech that people use, and I'm terrible at it, but I want to try to get good at it. With Cap, it's like a punch, and then you use like this move forward thing to... Yeah, this is gonna... So I have run on toggle, which is awesome. You don't have to hold down a button all the time. It's great. And you can hold down the weapon. You just have to hold down your hits. It works great. If you want to like get on somebody, you can just tap like that, and it works great. So a person said that I have to tap forward to like cancel out my shield throw. So when you punch, basically you have a shield throw immediately after. So this, you can cancel that by running forward like that. So you cancel, so you basically get your shield back faster. But if you fuck it up, then you basically just eat up your shield charges, and it doesn't work great. Yeah, see, like that. But it does make a difference from what I've seen. Yeah. I'm gonna try without the thing. I think it's easier to do when you're not using his particular thing. Dash, toggle off. There we go. So now I have to hold it down. So now when I run, ooh, that's awful because it's on the wrong button. So now I think it's. I always feel so uncomfortable for my hand. So now I think I gotta. That feels awful. I don't. Yeah. Maybe we just don't use this strap, but it does work. Like I've seen people like you just melt with it. I don't like it. I probably should try to get good with it, but I don't like it. Also, the other thing I need to get better at is just making sure I keep my shield up at cap because I always run without it on, and it does make. There's no reason for you to do that, besides just maybe get back your shield. Like I used to do this thing where I alternated my hit. Like by tapping.
McFlufferkin said part of why I did so well with Cap during our last games together is that we had Thor providing the team-up bonus and I was using it as frequently as I could. Plus, we likely had a bot match.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's...
Bolty said play Thor.
Yeah, I'd like Thor, Bolty, but to me, I don't know. Something about Thor that to me, it's like a good, like, fuck it. Nothing's happening. Because I do like Thor. I do think Thor is good. I don't know. I just like to me. Let me guys explain it. Let me explain it like this. It's kind of weird, but it's kind of and it's fucked up. It should be the way my brain works, but my brain kind of works like this. I really regretted not playing Storm because I could have put in that work. I could have understood her, knew what to do, and then the heavens above gave me a buff that made my already good ass God tier with that buff. You know what I mean? So a part of me wouldn't mind getting good, hopefully, kind of, sort of. Like, if imagine, it's like, was that Naruto thing where the guy's wearing, like, weighted fucking weights on his body? That could be me and Cap. Is that a false thing in my head? Yes. But it could be. Okay? I could get good with Cap, learning all his bullshit, and then they could do something crazy, like give him the ability to hold up a shield constant, like every fucking other tank in this game. And yes, or what I would hope, just give him any more DPS. Just any, God help me, any more DPS. Honestly, I don't even want DPS. You know what I want for a Cap? I don't think it's selfish.
Bolty said you could always try to get good with any character.
Yeah, but that's kind of Bolty, the whole point for next week is to try to get good and competent in with certain characters. So I like Squirrel Girl, I like Mr. Fantastic. I think we can get competent with them. But we're looking for our third, and I really do like Cap playing him. Like, he's just a character that I find, like, there's clearly things that, like, he struggles at. Like, if you ever watch a high-ranked game with Cap, there are moments when it's good, but there's moments when, like, the team, like, the healers never peel. The minute that you go in on a healer, they just support each other. Like, his damage output isn't enough to punch through 2 healers healing. So he's just kind of like, guess I'll just run away, you know? And he, like, even though his direct, like, thing that he does is basically like this, throws his shield, gets in there, punches some bit, leaves immediately if he has to, block, like, pesters them, essentially. Sometimes your supports just don't give a shit, and they'll just keep healing. And maybe you can wear them down, and I guess that's the point of, like, Cap, is to kind of, like, keep pressure and, like, keep them, like, not looking at the fight, or keeping tanks peeling backwards so that your team can get, like, openings and push. So you're just trying to, like, create distance. I do know that's, like, what people say he does really well. But yeah, like, that's the only thing that's a little bit weird. So, but yeah, the whole premise is that we're trying to find, like, 3 characters that we can, like, play the shit out of. Because the one thing that I find I'm fucking up on, like, there was a time when we were just, like, grinding. What was the name of the stream? We named the stream, Don't Let Me Switch Off Tank or something like that, or Only Playing Tanks. And then it's funny because Bolty actually even said, like, the title's a lie. And then I was like, you know what, you're right, I won't write back. Even though we were, like, eating shit with Captain America, and I think I tried another tank. We were just eating shit for such a long time.
Fetus said, my only comment is to your captain is you tend to get too greedy as him.
No, I know. Yeah, I need to, that's why I was saying, like, I need, whenever I'm going to go practice on my time, I need to turn off and rework my brain to not, the goal is not to get kills, the goal is to get kills, but the idea is to not, like, play in a shitty environment. Like, your goal is to basically be like an assassin, it feels like. An assassin that's, like, constantly hiding behind things, and, like, doing that, and then dive bombing, punching twice, maybe throwing your shield, and then, like, running the fuck away, you know, and, like, being satisfied with the enemy being weak, or I think that's what it is. I think you need to be satisfied with, like, enemies peeling and that being good enough, and not needing, you know, to get that kill or whatever. Because if you, so long as you're taking attention away from the healers, then the tanks aren't getting healed and they'll get killed, or they'll have to fall back, try to save their healers, and then they probably have left their DPSs just wide open, you know, or vice versa. That can happen with the tanks and DPS too. But I need to change my brain to think that way and not being like, because to me, like, it's super tantalizing playing a tank like him, like what's it called, like a diver, what they call him. Playing a tank like him, when I'm able to get, like, a support kill, holy shit, do I feel like the battlefield change immediately. Like, it's insane, the difference. So, like, it's super tempting to get, like, that, to, like, swing, like, to drop a big punch.
Said, just make sure Team, at least in part, is following you. You are Captain America after all.
Well, yeah, so I think the best way, if I could describe, like, what I could do to improve my cap, etc., is doing what you're saying, like, being really good at, like, just basically pumping 2 hits, getting away, and then, like leaving, essentially, like, getting better at being, like, a disruptor, essentially. But the other thing that I see a lot of caps fuck up is they do this, which I think is like the key, the worst part about cap for competitive. They do this. They're getting, like, pushed on, and they go, and they just start fucking throwing hands. And I don't think that's the way, like if you were to maximize the amount of value that you're given, it's kind of like Mr. Fantastic. Yes, you could body bop into some people, of, like, enemies, and do, like, 2 damage, or you could body bop into your allies and give them, like, 150 shield. Much better to give it to your allies than, like, the 30 damage you're going to deal to your enemy. So yeah, but I think the best thing to do is do exactly what you're saying. So, like, you know, play cap. If these are healers, I'm diving on them like that, trying to get a couple hits on. If I get too much pressure, I leave immediately. I hopefully don't do that. And then as soon as I get my ult back, that's when I basically, like, become a tank. I run back into my, like, front line. I activate my ult. I put a bunch of American flag on the ground. And then I, what is it called? And then I go back.
Said, like Venom, he functions mostly as a backline harasser, but both can't get too much tunnel vision and chase eliminations. You want to keep the opponents distracted and open up opportunities.
Yeah. The only thing I see, like, even on, like...
Bolty said something I learned from playing years of League of Legends is it's always better to just play the game as good as possible and not to stress out over your bad teammates.
No, for sure. Yeah. Again, I think I see people... That's, like, the one thing that's tough. Where, like, it's one thing that puts me off to streamers, but it seems like it kind of comes with the territory if you're playing these competitive games. But yeah, the idea that people are just, like, constantly frustrated with their team, and like it's like they're so shit, and it just looks. And I by the way, I am super susceptible to that. I think anybody is. Where like you're like frustrated, you're super frustrated, you haven't won a game all day, and then you're like, it's just not getting better, and then you want to find a solution or a reason for that, and that tends to be what that thing is like you use people as your outlet, which I get, makes sense, but it doesn't mean it's good, and it's something that you should do. But I empathize, and I also think it's the right answer. I want to see this. I have this new mouse, and I want to see if I can actually aim better with it. They have such tiny heads. I need to get really much more if I hold it differently. I also have a little bit higher sensitivity, I think. They have the tiny heads. I'm getting slightly better at it. Putting them on random is fucking hellish because they move like not like normal people. Like even normal people, they move in like a burst. Also, we could get crazy. This is something I've never tried actually. Let's turn that off. Come over here. You can do normal speed. What's super fast like? This is gonna be tough. This is gonna be bad. Actually, it's just the same shit. Also, it's much better to go center body. As much as I want to get greedy and go for those headshots. I see those motherfuckers with glass keypads because I feel like that's what's happening. Like I'm doing this, like rusty, like almost like I'm moving in little tiny bursts, rather than seeing people like basically just glide like. Yeah, so weird. I don't know how people do that shit. It's weird. I think I like the idea that again, we might sub out Cap for Thor, but I don't like the idea of doing that because again, that's what I thought changed that day. That day that we only played tanks. It was like shitty game. I tried a Thor. It was another shitty game, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? This is terrible, man. Like I just started getting demoralized. But then we finally had like one game where it clicked, and I was like, oh, okay. And we had another game that clicked, and I was like, oh, okay. So it's kind of like one of those things where like you'll never know how close you were if you stop now, kind of thing. So like it takes some time to get to that like turning over point. And it's so easy to like, at least for me, to be like, okay, this is a team game where there's counters. Let me switch to the counter of that enemy. But I have such little experience with that counter pick that I picked, so it ends up falling apart. So that's why I think it's super important for me to pick the characters that I'm going to try to do something with. Like I think Squirrel Girl is great damage output. I think Fantastic's a decent tank that can actually be a tank in the traditional terms. Maybe not as good as Strange, who can hold up like a Giga Shield and like just suck it all down. But still can kind of be that and can kind of give benefits to his allies by giving them shields. So maybe he kind of balances a little bit out against Strange when it comes to being like a traditional tank that's just meant to soak up damage. And then I have Cap, which is kind of like an assassin, less of like a tank in that sense, you know? The only thing that we're missing is a supporter, but I don't really love, like, none of the supports really feel great. I played a little bit of Susan, but again, like, she feels great, but she also is Susan. Everyone's playing it right now, you know? Susan was a ton of fun. I don't know if again, it's hard to describe what I want from a support, though. Like, again, I think what I like the idea of is the Ultron idea of, like, you basically, like put a bunch of Zenyatta orbs on people, and that's kind of your whole jam, and you're like basically just trying to like, I would love that, man. Like again, imagine a character that's basically like a general, like a character it's not just like about like the what's her name, the green girl, the girl with the Guardians of the Galaxy girl, where she just puts a healing thing on her and it heals you up to snuff. Imagine if you had three abilities and each one of them had 2 charges, and one like disordered an enemy, the other what do you call it, gave your companion some healing, and then the other one maybe she had like a stun. Or maybe he had like a stun, and things like that, where like your whole point is basically just to like to set up plays, essentially, kind of like Invisible Woman.
Lone Syndicate said, I feel like no one is playing Sue. I get to play her every time
really?
I want to play her.
I always feel like people play her because she's brand new and she's caked up, and also she's like one of the best characters in the game, but I think she's also hard to play, to be fair. So that may be why people are like less into it. So why can't I use her right click? Weird. Why doesn't her right click happen? Is it because of lag? Yeah, she's so good with like their suck power and all that stuff. Right. Yeah, why can't I use her right click? Is it something? I'm forgetting what that is. Is it her jump? Yeah, she does have that. Can she only do it when she's in like this quiet mode? Is it like a melee? There's a punch, a little slap. Oh. Oh, is that what it is? I don't know what that is.
Gnawing Fetus said I believe her right click is a heal.
Oh, right. That does not look like a heal symbol. That looks like a... Oh, no, it's her shield. It's her shield. Right, it's her shield. That makes sense. Sorry. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully there's a healer that... Like, again, all the healers feel good to use, but they don't feel, like, satisfying. Not like some of the other characters I mentioned, you know? And it's funny because like I do fuck with healing. I do like I want to play. I want to be a team player. I'm not trying to be that guy who's like DPSs or tanks. I think if I didn't like tanks, DPSs, I'd be toxic. I'm close to toxic, but I'm not quite there. If you want to play nothing but DPSs, I think you're toxic. I think you gotta fucking change.
McFluffican said Sue has one of the stronger melee attacks. Not that she'll have many opportunities to use it.
Yeah, she has a. Is it DPS based or is it boop? Yeah, like the boop, I think is what it was.
Gnawing Fetus said try Warlock out.
Warlock? Warlock might be fun. Warlock. Ooh, that's hit scan though. Bad idea putting them on high evade. They're on super quick. I think they're even moving faster than I actually can cheat them. I feel like my crosshair's on the man. You can hold that down forever. Okay, but the projectile base, got it. That one's been low health forever. God damn. We have this, which we can shoot a little bit if we charge up a little bit. We also have this. Little snappy heals. Does that heal me? Soulbound. I don't know what that does. Yeah, I don't like the small amount of abilities that I have.
Lone Syndicate said she heals with her shield and her basic attack, and best way to offensively play her is to weave in her melee and shooting. Also, you want to aim at the enemy's feet, so when your projectiles bounce.
It's the only other character I haven't played. She feels pretty good. She's much easier to hit with the interval. She also has a similar interval to... But again, guys, wow, see, when you get a headshot, you really feel that. Well, I guess we're playing against supports, which I guess is the only thing that you should kind of melt. Oh, and she pierces? That's OP. What was that? Oh, that was her stun. Was that her stun? Oh, that's her mega heal. She seems a little OP, guys. I'm gonna say it. I think she's a little bit too much. Kind of feeling like same whenever I see a Doctor Strange gameplay. She seems a little cooked. All right, well that's at least hard to hit. That's much harder to hit at least than what's her name, than that fucking stupid. I think the worst healer in the game as far as like how good they are for like shit like that is Mantis. Mantis is like bomb. If they tighten up her bomb, she'd be fine. I think she'd be fine. And again, I think if they made it so that supports couldn't get ult quite as fast, then I think the game would just improve. But also I haven't gotten to higher eliminations. And I don't want to be anti-support.
Lone Syndicate said Luna is the most op support to where she is always banned at higher ranks.
Yeah. So that, again, that's my fear. That's my fear. We don't want that. We don't want your character that you love to play to be banned.
McFluffican said her team-ups with Jeff, Namor and Iron Fist are pretty great too.
And then she has this. Do they still figure that they still fix the thing where like you can toggle it too fast and you get like tons of healing and tons of DPS? Maybe. Yeah. This is the only character I played, but she seems fucking hard, dude. Wait, what? They heat seek? Oh, this is why. Oh, I see a lot of characters. I specifically see some VTubers I watch who are very sweet, but have never really been the best at aiming. Use her a lot, and that makes sense. That makes a lot more sense. I hate to come for you, but that's, yeah. Also, doesn't she have like cooldowns for 2 people? Not really. Oh yeah, a little bit. What is this? Is this the one? Yeah, that's the one that's pretty cool. I thought they fixed also this, where like apparently she doesn't even need to reload now. She can just switch to this, switch back, and then she's reloaded. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, that's wild. She seems great. But I think she also will get instant picked, so I don't know if we're going to be able to get her. Guys, I think that's what we're going to lock in for. Well, what about you? What about you? My baby boy. Oh, I should not have that on that button. I quite like you a lot, this stupid guy. Why can't I overwrite this? I swapped my buttons around because it was with this new controller. It's easy for me to hit the button closest to my thumb than farther away. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like there's only so much that can be done, but there's not. Look at how much health I have just for existing. I do wish he had no cooldowns. It feels really shitty to. I wish it was just about managing your hammers. I wish it was even if that would they made it so his hammers didn't come back as fast, and that only the third hit that you impact on something will generate a hammer, but then you could at least explode on people boom 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 boom, rather than kind of being stagnated. But that may be a little bit too OP. But at least this is fixed, so now you can actually fuck shit up with this. Oh, I missed. Guys, I think we've said it. Sorry for just doing nothing for fucking an hour here. I thought we would be able to play a game, but my internet was so bad, and I feel so bad going into a game with my internet that bad, because I feel like my internet will be shitty, and I can't aim, and then I end up they yell at me because I'm basically an absolute negative on their team. I believe right-click heals. Sue is one of the strongest males in the thing. She heals shield, basically. Yeah, no, Sue seems crazy. The only thing that people do mention with Sue is she has no self-heal outside of healing, or outside of going invisible, which I think she still has if she does her jump. So she could heal that way, which feels quite good, but then you're not having a retreat ability, so theoretically you're also... I think it's easy to play real safe for that 6 seconds that it's on cooldown for, you know? But they do double damage. Nog says, Albi is hot, Rib is chain heal, has 2 charges. Oh, okay, yeah. Her team up with Jeff and Namor is... Yeah, I still don't have a hit scan weapon. That'd be great if what's his name had a hit scan at least. If, what's his name, Ultron? If Ultron has the drone heal and debuff, and a DPS ult to balance him out, because I think a support with a DPS ult is just infinitely not as useful as the crazy meta of a counter ult from supports. And he had a hit scan weapon that wasn't crazy damage, but could still tear out a storm out of the sky if you were consistent enough.
McFlufferkin said only thing that might improve Sue's self-sustain is if she could use her shield on herself. Otherwise, her double jump vanish is pretty reliable.
Yeah, because that's when that is her self. But I guess that's what people are trying to say. At ranked, your supports are running at the highest possible threshold, they're just going. What do you call it? Put your pedal to the metal and until the bullets come out of the car kind of vibe. But people, so I guess the idea is yes, you could theoretically jump, use your teleport away, and be able to survive. But now you're out of the encounter. You can't do anything. So you have to wait for 6 seconds for you to recover health, whereas other supports can just keep going. And then that's actually curious. How long is it on cooldown for? That's on 6 seconds. That's not that bad. You don't need a ton of... I wonder how much the healing that does, actually. Also, golly! Still be wildin'. Oh, she also has no traversal, but They do need a better way to
Syndicate said my favorite support is now Sue my hotcakes, is that Sue is a better cloak and dagger in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree with that, yeah. I do and I don't. I think cloak and dagger, the fact that they have auto locking on their character is pretty nuts. But so if I jump away, it's not that fast. It's not crazy healing. So yeah, you are in the fight for a little bit of time. I can't heal people when I'm doing this, right? Yeah, I have to fire in order to do that. Her healing does seem crazy though, and I like that it's hit scan, so that it does feel pretty good to hit. And she can do damage. She can also deal damage through enemies, I think, which is kind of the peak. And you also have a shield. I still don't know if when Sue's shield breaks, are you boned? What if I... Did I just cancel my shield? No! That's broken. If I replace it, does it? No, okay, it dies. So you need to retract your shield for 5 seconds. Okay, that's not as bad then. I wonder what happens when it is broken. So when you apply the shield, you have a perfect shield. So you can swap it around to people, but when it breaks, I hope the cooldown is longer if it breaks. Because I'm as Squirrel Girl, I'm punching the shield. That's some bull ass shit. 6 seconds? You're nonsense. That's a broken ability right there. She deserves her fucking 6 seconds of barely healing. That's dumb. As Squirrel Girl, I'm always like lobbing shit in there, but she gets it back in 6 seconds. So it's like, what the fuck? And also, it's a shit ton of shields, like 250, and also it heals you. Are you shitting me? It's nuts. Do I have to? Can I like put it on my ally? No, it breaks your thing, but it comes back in 6 seconds, and you can go invisible like this. That's wild. And then she has this giga crazy like vanish thing. Wild. Sue seems like some bullshit. Oh, she has like a tank shield also. Yeah, that's nuts. I thought the shield would like when it broke, it'd be on a longer cooldown. That's dumb. That's 300 HP and it heals you. Dumb. Dumb. As Squirrel Girl, it takes like 3 fucking acorns to melt that shit, and she could just get it back in 6 seconds. Are you crazy? I hope she's not touched though. I don't mind that as much as it is very powerful. Yeah. Well, I think she validates having flankers, because again, if somebody does, well, no, I say bullshit. Some people say like, again, you can't secure the kill though a lot of times with Sue. Like she'll just jump away. I wouldn't be upset if Sue got a little bit of adjustment because that's a little like coming in a little hot. I think if they increased, I don't know, it's tough. One thing I don't want to come for is like supports. So supports are the lifeblood of like they always get shit on. They always like get told they don't do enough, all that stuff, and especially in competitive. So I don't like ever like shit making their life harder. But I do. The only thing I wish could change about this game right now is I wish supports took a little longer to get ults. That's the only thing that I've noticed. To me,
Lone
seems
Syndicate
like it
said if you want to do damage with Sue, you do her force pull, then her vortex, then shoot while meleeing between shots.
Weird. That sounds like a weird tech, but that makes sense. Oh, okay. Do you pull them towards you? So you pull toward... No, it's launch. God damn it. God damn it. But I guess meleeing... I wonder if... Is she like Cap where like you can cancel her melee? Like, so we do 1, 2, 3, 4. It's quite fast, honestly. I don't know if you need more fast than that. Yeah, you can get away with a punch. It may not be as good as just... Well, again... Yeah, I guess she does do good damage. So I guess if you're weasel... Like, I guess you gotta time it too. I feel like 1... Like, sorry. 1, 2... Wait. 1, 2 melee, 1, 2 melee, 1, 2 melee. Because, yeah, I don't think you can get in before that. Funny, it'd be so overpowered if she didn't have that bop. I know that bop is quite helpful, but it's also seems like a negative in some capacity. Sue seems great. Sue seems honestly like one of the most overcooked people in the game. Yeah. Again, like to me, when I say overcooked, I mean like a character that has like each one of her abilities could be classified as S tier. Like her shield, I think that's an S tier ability. Like that's so fucking good. It comes back in 6 seconds. It's 300 fucking shield, and it heals. The heals probably is too much. If you fucking just had the shield thing, that'd be great. She also has like a survivable jump, go invisible. Enemies can't find you worth of shit. You heal also in that form. Crazy. Like if it just made you invisible, there'd be an argument of like you running up to your fucking support and being like, please God, heal me. At least that would make some sense. So you have like a moment of backing off. Nope. S tier, heals you, go invisible. Awesome survivability. Awesome. She also has this fucking orb for no reason. Hey, hers just a fucking bunch of damage that like completely locks down a point. Wild. Maybe we should shoot lasers too. You know. Also, what do you call it? She also has the ability to like bop people or push people away from her, which like makes Wolverine redundant and can save enemy, or like what do you call it? Bring enemies to you so you can melee them. Every one of her things are like A to S as far as like it could be good. Like her ult could have been good if it just made people invisible, and maybe like pulsated. Like so even if you're in the ult, it kind of flickers on and off. But instead, it makes you invisible and it heals you and it blocks projectiles coming into it. Like Sue is literally the example of like, what? Instead of one ability, she has 3 abilities. It's like, again, and if we contrast that with like, what do you call it, little old squirrel girl or something like that, she has she has this cool ability that lets you stun people, but it's got hella loss of travel. It's also, it looks thick. It's not a thick thing. What do you call it? Eat this. What do you call it? You can miss if you're just a little bit off to the side because it's like a slice. It's not like the width isn't there usually. She does do good damage at least, but golly, man, I'd take a little bit less damage if my fucking nut could could do a little more. If when I jumped, I go invisible? Are you kidding me? Yeah. But again, supports are supposed to stay alive, and there's a sequence here. I'm mostly just kidding, but it is one of those things where like, damn, man, every one of her abilities could have just been good, and it's like, they were like, what if we give it 3 other abilities? We give us 3 other things. Not only does the shield you, but it heals you at the same time. But ladies and gentlemen, I think that's what we're going to do. I like our picks. I played a little bit of Thor, and it didn't feel great.
McRuffican said going to get something to eat. We'll switch to my phone to catch the rest of the
Yes,
stream.
we're ending it really right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow we are going to be playing VR of the Behemoth game. I think I might be able to actually beat it in that sitting, and hopefully we'll be able to get some of the God tier abilities that I'm hoping to get. Fingers crossed. And yes, what was I going to say? So for next week, I think we do have that plan set in stone now, or unless there's some like weird shit where like I'm not able to like if our internet, like we just get with a horrible blizzard in Canada, I may not be able to play it because like literally it's unplayable because you can't, like, you're shooting at nothing and you're falling off ledges and shit and you're just being a detriment to your team.
Raid Nade said we
We're
winding down.
So yeah, those would be the characters that we're gonna be trying to play. Again, they're all kind of characters that I think are really like have a lot of potential, but I also don't think are ever gonna be like Giga S tier because like it get immediately picked, right? So Squirrel Girl is gonna be the first character that I'm probably gonna dump the most time into. The second is going to be Mr. Fantastic, which I'm gonna be betting on hopefully him getting a buff to his alt, so that way, because that's his only real negative. But even not, it's still fine. Kind of traditional tank if you kind of go through his rotation, which I like. And the third character is going to be an actual tank, which is going to be Cap, which I have the most time on, but have played him kind of wrong, so I need to kind of break my mind against that. So 2 tanks, kind of, and 1 DPS. And hopefully, whenever a character comes down the pipeline that's a new support, that's not, like, I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully Ultron's not like a must pick, because he's the one I'm looking at, but also might be a long time till we get Ultron, unfortunately. But maybe not. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. That will be next week's stream, not tomorrow, not the day after that. But hopefully on Sunday, we can play a little bit of Marvel Rivals along with some Zenless and some Withering Waves. Also, we'll do like the whole week of next week will be Marvel Rivals, but we probably will do whenever there's a Withering. I think there's Withering Waves and Zenless. We'll both have updates and patches, so we will probably jump into them and play them at the end of the day, or at the end of the stream, or at the beginning of the stream. Probably at the end of the stream. But yes, our kind of like a name for next week is going to be Getting Good at Marvel Rivals, or at least that's the hope. And I'm probably going to try to do it like that. Yeah, I'm probably going to like have the title, or not the title, sorry, the title and name of the stream being one of the characters that we're going to be focusing on, and then playing them for 2 days straight, probably. In the hopes, and we might trade off, but like the idea is that we're trying to push past the growing pains. I'll try to also play on my time a lot.
Lone Syndicate said, "Wonderful stream,
thanks,
Grin."
thanks, Lone. Appreciate that. I had a lot of fun. We kick some ass in those games, and with Zenless and stuff like that. But ladies and gentlemen, hopefully I can see you once again. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Hopefully I can see you tomorrow. We're gonna be doing some VR. We're maybe
Gnawing
beating
Fetus
Behemoth.
said start with Captain.
We were starting with Captain. I feel like Captain's the one. I don't know, man. I feel like I should start with Squirrel Girl. My best games are around Squirrel Girl. Maybe I'll play on my time this whole week. Hopefully, if I have time and I push myself, and then I'll kind of decide who to start with. But I do think we should start off with the one that we're like the most competent with, so that it's not just like, oh god, no. But it's tough because I also would like to play ranked eventually, and I don't want to like, yeah, feel like I should be competent with all 3 of them before I jump to rank. But we'll see. Alas, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully I can see you once again tomorrow. Thank you kindly for your time, and goodbye for now, my friends. I gotta reach for my weird mouse. It's underneath my weird keyboard, and bye.